o'clock. So we can start from the question directly. You can ask any question from week 1 to week 9, including mock.
Let's start with the mock last 2 pseudocodes.
Sir, mock 4th and 5th.
So solutions are uploaded. Did you see the solution?
Yes, I watched the solutions,
sir.
but not clear.
Okay. So let's start with the mock paper directly. And okay, guys, you have to wait a little bit because Ravi, are you there?
Sorry, talking about me.
No, I'm not talking about you. Our team, Ravi.
Okay.
Ravi, make me co-host, please. Who is the city host? Yeah, thank you. Okay, is my PDF visible to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a second.
I think it's better to go by question if anyone is having doubt.
Okay.
Okay, so if you start with the question 10th and 11, what will happen there? It's 11th question is this one, I guess. Manipulate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, give me a list, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think it should be a good example.
For 1, 2, 3, 4.
At least I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now give me a value of x.
10.
Okay. So if I ask you to find the feed input ax into ax and 10, okay. So feed input a list, comma 10. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
that is the let's assign it a value capital Y, and I need to find the value of y, correct?
Yes, sir.
So once I have a list, I'll go to this step. It says y equal to false, b list equal to a list. So I'm copying it in a list called b list. So you understand why am I copying? Because I'm going to do a little bit procedure with a list so that it cannot affect anywhere. I'm taking b list as a copy of a list, right?
Cannot affect the original.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can go with a list only, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
while length is greater than 0, it's fine if manipulate b list equal b list and x. Okay. Okay, so we call b list, and now currently b list is total 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So we will go to this step and saying if z is less than 0 or length of a list equal to 0, 0, return false. So I am not in this case. I'll go here, and if z equal to 0, return true. Otherwise, I'll again call the manipulate list, which is rest of a list comma z minus first of a list. Correct?
Recursive. Yes, sir.
So it will actually say manipulate. Is that fine, or should I use notepad?
No, sir.
No, it is, sir. It is
Sir,
fine,
chalega.
sir.
Fine, sir.
Okay, so finally I have rest of a list means 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Comma, what is z here? 10.
9.
Z minus
Z
first
minus
of a
first
list, that
pair.
is 9.
Yes.
Z minus first released.
Okay. So again,
Yes, sir.
I'm recursive calling the manipulate list. So it will go again, z is not less than 0 and length of a list is still not 0. Again, we'll call the manipulate, right? What will be the manipulate here?
3, 4,
3, 4, and 7,
7.
7, 7.
Okay. Now, again, what will happen?
4 and
None of the cases is being followed. So again, it will call manipulate, right?
Yes, sir.
And it will be 4,
4
comma.
and 3.
3, 4, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 4.
Okay, now still no case is being followed, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll call manipulate, which is this and comma 0.
0.
This case has been followed.
Yeah.
Less than 0 or length of a list is 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the somewhere it is missing the corner point.
Sir, Z is also equal to 0.
Z is 0, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So both case same time. Length of a list 0 and Z is equal to 0. How this is possible, sir? So
What did you say?
It will go to the second
if you take first, return false. If you take second, return true.
I'm taking the first return.
Sir, why, sir? You can take second also. Z is 0.
Because this condition will be satisfied, right?
Second one is also satisfied, sir.
After the condition that's No, satisfied second is first not is satisfied. taken into consideration, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You should not jump anywhere. Okay.
Yes.
So if
That's
you
fine.
come here, it will go to the return. And after that, no of the syntax will be executed. So it will return false. So it should be returning true actually, right? Because we have a sublist which consecutive elements in a list sums up to x, that is 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 4. Am I making mistake anywhere?
Sir, can you see option number 3? If the sum of element in a list is the same as x.
That's not so true. If you take now this
Sir,
one.
A list 4, 3.
Well, actually, that's not always true in these conditions.
Sir,
If you take-
this list is a sublist of original list.
Which list?
A list is a sublist of original list. Original list will be another list which include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something more numbers. But sublist have consecutive numbers, only consecutive number, which add up to 10.
Sir, while solving, I too took this A list 1, 2, 3, 4 and x is equal to 10. But
Actually, this is not a correct statement. That's for sure. But there is a corner case missing seen here.
Yes, sir, there would be another condition for it to be satisfied, I think.
Mhm.
Why C is incorrect, sir?
Because if you take this now, there is a element, if the sum of elements in a list is the same as, so I can take
So actually,
here
that means we can jump between numbers in the list that adds up to the number X. But here it can be done.
Sir,
It has to be consecutive numbers.
one
Sir,
list, sir,
I think.
and explain question number 3?
1 minute, I'll come to one question number 3. I'm
Sir,
saying here,
what we have done here now, that is exact what is saying in the option number 3. But in option number 2, we need to put a sub list of our original list, which is consecutive.
Yes, that would be consecutive. But in third option, it means that you can jump between numbers. You can
Sublist
pick
is what?
randomly.
Our
Sublist
original
is
list
a
will be
subset.
more
It is
element than 1,
actually
2,
the
3, 4.
subset of the list.
Speak one by one, please. It's jumbling.
Sublist is the
I
subset.
mean, who is saying option number C correct? First, let me see. No, who is
No,
saying
sir.
option number C is correct?
No, sir, not.
It would not be.
Option number 2 is correct.
Okay, but option number 2 is correct, but here we are getting something else, different, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
trying to point
What
out.
we
Sir.
have done here, that is exactly what says in the option number 3.
Sir,
I can take option.
And
I
it-
can take A.
And it give false.
That's not actually right.
sir,
What you are trying.
What I am trying to say, you are not listening first. I'm saying if I take a one more element 7, then your option number C will be incorrect, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is not the general case. Now come to this point. If there exists a sublist of consecutive elements in a list that sums up to X is actually the correct, because I have taken 10. Okay. At this point, when I come here, I'll be left with 7 and it will be 0. Right?
Sure.
It will be 0 and I'll get true, because this will not be executed. But when I'm taking a list which is having the sum of the all elements, which if I'm taking X, which is the sum of the all elements, it actually failing, right? So why we are talking about consecutive list, consecutive sublist of consecutive elements? Because you cannot take 1 plus 7 plus 3 and say like 1 plus 7 plus 2 and say it is equal to 10. Okay. It should be 1, 3 and 7. If you are getting like that, or 1 to 7, then it is fine.
That would be the case if we used binary searches like things. What you are trying to say, 1 plus 3 plus 7.
Where did you learn binary
Yes.
search?
Well,
I'm still not
sir,
able to
actually,
understand, sir.
I had done the DSA in C++, so I know a bit.
That's
bit
what
about
I'm
it.
saying. Don't make others confused.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So guys, conclusion. This is the conclusion that we are getting an element. This is option C is also not correct, which is given here. It is failing at the last case, which is
Which case, sir?
when the elements of the list are sum up to the given X or Z. X, then we are failing.
In
Otherwise,
option
option C is correct. So most suitable answer is option C. Anyone have any doubt?
Yes, sir. In option B and C both, sir.
B is, sorry, what I'm saying, not option C. Option B is correct because it is the most suitable. What do you say?
Sir, I am saying what is sublist? It is a subset.
Okay, so sublist is like 1, 2, 3, 4 is a your call. So it 1, 2 is a sublist. 1, 2, 3 is a sublist. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sublist. 1, 3 is a sublist. But 3, 1 is not a sublist. The order should not be changed. You can take any number of elements from it. And
so, sir, can we take if 1 and 3 is a sublist,
1,
So-
3 is a sublist.
so take a list and pass 4.
Sorry, not 1, 3. It is not a consecutive.
Yes, sir.
It's not consecutive. You are missing 2.
Okay, sir. Take 1, 2, 3 and pass 3, 2, 5, 6. Then what
Okay,
will
so-
you get?
Okay, so sublist is 1, 3 is a sublist, correct? But consecutive, if you want to, then you cannot miss anything in between.
Okay, sir. A list is 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and we are passing 6.
If you pass 6, okay.
Yeah. Then what we will get, sir? Can you please?
Now, what you are saying?
We have taken
If z
A list.
equal to 6.
Yes, sir.
That's
Z
with
equal
the
to-
same list.
Yes, sir. Same list.
So it will come here and it will be 6. Then if you remove 1, then it will be 5
It will get true.
and 2, 3 and 0. So here you will get true. It will return true. Once return true, y becomes true and it exits a loop. So
Yes.
no,
Sir, what
nothing will happen
I
after
was
that.
doing here is, sir, I was ignoring this base case, and again I called the procedure, so I was getting negative. That's why I was getting wrong. Okay, so
So
B1
if it is
clear.
coming negative, then you don't have consecutive words. That's all.
Sir,
Okay, and please once again, sir, option number C, sir.
Option number C is saying that if some of the elements in a list is the same as X, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I am saying it will be true only for the last case.
Only for the
It will be true when the sum of the elements in the A list is same. Okay. So
okay, sir.
here, if you take one Z equal to X equal to 10, then it will become true, right? But if you take X equal to 7, it will not become true, right?
Yes, sir. But X is
Sum
equal to 10, here it is coming false. No?
Yeah. Here it is coming false.
Okay, sir.
So can you please repeat alternate? So I'm unable to understand.
Yes, tell me.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
You're not audible, please.
sir,
So please can you repeat?
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, here in the recursive function manipulate, at some point, the condition, it is returning false, right?
Yes.
In the sense we have to go backtrack from last to wherever it is called. Where are we adding this X value, sir? Here, I don't find any code sum of X something, some element, something like that.
सर हमको ट्रू सिनेरियो लेना है ना सर, फॉल्स सिनेरियो भी लेना है ना.
Because in
procedure-
earlier recursion examples and all, like factorization and all, it was returning some value. We were adding with that value, but here we are returning false.
Okay. एक चीज बताओ. Tell
So I'm
me.
not able to imagine how it is working.
Okay. So
Same
if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, I am saying there is a sub list which is sum up to 7. Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Yes,
yes
sir.
sir.
I'm saying there is a element, there is a sub list which sum up to 7, right?
Mhm.
So sublist could be 1, 3, 4. It will not sum up to 1, 2, 4. But if I say consecutive, then you are supposed to take only these two will satisfy that case and nothing else, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir, 1,
But
2,
now,
3, 4 is also a
there are
sublist
two
of
ways.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2,
1,
Sir,
2, 3, 4 is also a sublist of 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4 is also a sublist of 1, 2, 3, 4 actually.
Yes.
But in that case, it is have you ever heard about subset and proper subset?
Yes, sir.
So what is proper set and proper subset?
The proper subset is if every element is equal to the that. If we are taking a subset, every element is equal to the every element of that set, then it is a proper subset.
Sir,
I
we
didn't
do not
understand.
include the
Subset
set
will have
itself.
additional elements. Subset will have exactly,
Proper
for
subset
example,
has only some elements.
What
for
am I
example,
right or wrong, sir?
no, we have a set here 1, 2, 3, 4. So if another set of 3, 4 is a subset of this one, if we
Subset.
have 3, 4, 5, it is a proper set of the existing 1, 2, 3, 4 set. Is that
3,
correct,
4,
sir?
5.
So proper
So
subset
subsets, we do not include the set itself.
proper
5 is not.
subset is the subset which has
less than.
length less than the original set.
And what is a subset, sir?
Subset is the same, but it could involve the original list also.
It can be equal also.
Yeah, sir. Then
What you just asked now, that was correct. That's what I'm trying to say. Subset is less or equal to set. I mean, my meaning is here length, okay? So this is proper set. This is called proper subset. This is subset. If you remove this, it will call proper subset. Okay.
so sublist is what? It is
So
subset or
sublist is
proper
the sequence of elements from the list. A list of the elements from the given list. That is the sublist of the, but order should be in the same.
Sir, isn't 1, 2, 3, 4 a sublist of the whole list?
Correct. That's what I'm trying to say. Here only failing the condition. You want to say that now?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm also trying to say. Here the condition is being failed.
So this question is wrong.
This question has a corner case missing. But if you have 4 options, then the most suitable answer is the second one.
इसमें थोड़ा नमक कम है अच्छा खाने में नहीं है शायद
Okay. Someone was trying to say to repeat me. I'll repeat here. And I'll take one notepad rather than this.
सर ओपन नोट में बता दीजिए वन नोट में सॉरी
Okay. So who was asking to repeat it?
So it's me.
Your correction is very problematic right now. So I'm saying to take a list equal to this 3, 4, 7, 3. Okay. Take some random so that you can understand properly. Take a value x which is around 9. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So can we take negative values also?
Huh?
In the place of x, can we take negative also?
You can take negative.
So negative will return false.
It will always return false, which is very clear.
Better to just take some.
There are conditions given in the question. We have to take the values according to that now. We can't say negative.
Sir,
And x is the positive integer also. Sorry. So if you call the, let's say I'm saying y equal to 8. Yeah.
In this question, how to approach this question first? When we say this question, see this question.
Okay, how to approach this question?
We saw the question. Yes, we cannot. How to approach this?
Actually, here choosing the list is important. So how to choose which is the correct sample?
Yes, that is.
It's all depend on what list we choose. So how to choose the correct list? Please explain.
No, it's not depend. It doesn't depend on.
If I see the fourth option, if x is an element of in a list, If I take first element as
Yes.
5 and if I choose X as a 5 element, it will give true.
So why did you check the fourth option?
We need to check all the four options, na?
Correct. So if you start from the fourth or first, okay, you are saying that X is an element of a list, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you take an element and it will give that correct, right? It will return
Yes.
true. Then you
Yes.
just remove that element and take something else. Then
So could you explain it once again, sir, the entire process that you followed?
That's
Okay,
what,
so
how to choose
that's
the
what I'm
list,
trying to say.
how that is important here. It's all depend on the list, what we choose.
नहीं संध्या, आप अपना ही करते हो, बिल्कुल नहीं है ऐसा. I just took the example, then you understood. I did not explain what.
Let him explain first properly.
Please
Then
explain.
you will understand, right?
So, Abhi, let's see what is happening here. I am calling a list, okay, and X, which are, I know that this is a list and this is X is a positive integer, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a flag value, which will be triggered somewhere, right? Whenever we write like y equal to false, then it is something triggering. This you understand what is written, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Copy
sir.
is met.
Now, while this is the real block of this code, and y is being true when manipulate returns true, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And once y is true, we are exiting the loop, so there is nothing left. So I need to find y is true or false, right? Which is totally dependent on manipulate list. And this is just telling that I am going to compare the element of B list always. A list, I'm going to compare with the rest element of A list, which is actually B list, okay? So it's just the procedure where to run the while loop, right? Nothing else. Now, what is the main agenda? I need to find when y becomes true, correct?
Yes.
So this whole block is quite understood what is happening. It will return true when manipulate is true.
It's false.
So thing is like my whole problem shrink into this procedure only. Am I right? Is there
Sir,
anyone have any doubt else?
Sir, while loop will manipulate true and also will keep on reducing the length of list B as well.
Correct.
Sir, and why do we have that B list is equal to rest of B list there?
To make the while list continue.
It is checking each element one by one.
So we
That is the
don't
first condition.
disturb the order.
Okay.
That is the first thing that it is just to run while loop.
Yes.
And second is when you go to the manipulate list, then you come back, you understand. So for now, it is much better to understand that my whole problem to sync is to that I need to find when manipulate list Z is actually correct, true, returning true, right?
Yes, sir.
Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll come to this, and this part is not understood to me. This is just saying that this is very clear that length of L is equal to 0 is the base condition always. We find most of the cases, right? This is just, it means that we are going to reduce the number of elements in the A list.
Sir, I have one question, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, the base condition here states that length of A list is equal to 0 or Z is smaller than 0. Then it is returning false.
Yes.
Had it been the base condition, that means had it been true, we would have ended the loop. But it is returning false.
That is what you did not hear my first line. I'm saying I'm not understanding this case, right? This is not too clear.
Yes.
And at the start.
Yes, sir.
It should be -1 or something less than 0, the value of Z.
Array, what is this? I don't know. I'm saying that I'm not able to understand this here. Correct?
We have yet not sorted out what is this.
Explain first.
We did not understand what is happening here. Correct? Am I right or not?
Yes, sir. Why false?
Yes, sir.
Second, Z equal to 0. This is also I'm not able to understand.
Yes, sir.
But when I come here, it is saying that I am actually reducing J by the element of the list. Correct? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what do you say, sir?
I am reducing J with respect to the elements of a list. Because this tells me that I'm always removing the first element. And that first element is being subtracted from here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So J is a positive integer, and when I am going to reduce, it will be 3 cases: positive, negative, or 0. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, try to understand, when it is positive, then first element was lesser than Z. Correct? Am I right or not?
Exactly, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Minus plus.
When I return to 0, I understand that the first element was the
Equal to
Equal to Z.
equal to Z. So option 4 looks like correct. Right?
Yes,
But
sir.
I did not
all
explore
Yes,
totally.
option 4 is correct at that time.
that's
But
why
totally I
we
did not
also
explore yet.
selected Z.
What if it is negative? It is negative means the first element is greater than Z.
Then return false.
Then it will directly return false. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Again, I did not understand what happened. Why it returns false? Okay. What does it mean if first element is greater than the Z? But these two cases are supposed to be explored. Till now, we have not explored. This first case. Second case is thus third case is totally understood. When first element is 0, then I'll go to the true statement. But think, if I remove the first element and I'm entering to the second element, and again it is returning 0. So this is the same thing happening, but it is again returning positive, and after that 0. What does it mean?
Yes, sir. Always returning 0. Because first, if we subtract first element from first element, it will keep on returning 0.
So what did I found? When I remove the first element, I found the positive. Then I positive, then somewhere 0. It means this all thing are going to sum up to X. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Now
Yes, sir.
I need to understand why Z is less than 0 is given here. Because if it is getting my negative, then the sum of the elements till now we have seen is greater than Z. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And the 0 case is actually included in this, because the first element is equal, means sum of the element is equal to 0. So there is a list which is actually telling me that is equal to sum to this Z. Understood or not?
सर आपने समझाया अच्छा लगा.
So Sandhya is saying that it depends on the example you take. I did not take any example, right? Now at the start we did not understand the first, what is the base case, why it is given. But as soon as we enter to the return part, we got that when Z is becoming negative, I am returning. So this is also not clear. But when Z is 0, I am very clear that it is saying that the first element is equal to Z. But when I say that Z is being positive, then somewhere 0, then this case is also included here. Okay, I'm getting 0 here and 0 here. So this is the much broader case, which is saying that sum of the elements from start, if it returns are equal to Z. It doesn't matter how many elements are there. So if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm saying that 3 is the X, then it will say that it will go till here and say true. If I say 4,
so suppose we take something that Z number is more than the sum of the all elements in a list, what will happen?
It will always return false, no? This case will be triggered out.
Okay, yes, okay.
You understand? This case will be triggered out. This base case will be triggered out.
Okay.
And every case when this will triggered out, it will say that no, you cannot add up to Z. And this case is triggered out when the sum is equal to actually the given Z or X.
Equal to X.
Is that clear to everyone or not?
Sir, this procedure manipulate is basically dealing with three cases: when Z is smaller than 0, when Z is equal to 0, and the third case is calculating if the sum adds up to X. So the return statement is a dictionary, sir, or a list?
Return element is a
dictionary or list?
Return element is just true or false, nothing else.
Sir.
Yes.
Not sir, not that return. Just the second last line return.
This one, na?
Yes, sir. This is true false statement.
This is a list and an element.
So it will return an element, na sir?
Why element?
It will return from the base case. You see the base case.
It will always return from here or here. But if you talk about this, till now, until it is being executed, it will return this one list and one element.
Okay, sir.
I think it will end up either false or true.
Finally will be false or true. That's all.
Sir.
Yes.
सर अगर हम लिस्ट में 1 2 3 एंड x में 3 रखें तो ये क्या बताएगा?
ये 2 तक जाएगा और रिटर्न ट्रू कर देगा.
तो सर फिर सम ऑफ ये ऑप्शन 2 कैसे सही हुआ?
There is exist a sublist which is equal to X.
ओके ठीक है सर.
We are talking about
अगर वो 3 सब में रख दिए तो सर let us keep.
अच्छा सर, मतलब हम लोग सबलिस्ट को अज्यूम कर रहे हैं कि उसमें क्या एलिमेंट हो सकते हैं जो हम x में एलिमेंट ले रहे हैं.
कुछ नहीं अज्यूम करना है यार.
कंसेक्यूटिव एलिमेंट नहीं मतलब नहीं मैं एग्जांपल की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मतलब हम इस सेकंड वाले स्टेटमेंट की बात कर रहा हूँ जिसमें इन्होंने कहा है ना कि सबलिस्ट ए लिस्ट की जो बन रही है वो सम होगा x के बराबर. तो मैं उस चीज की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Correct. But there are two cases, option A and option B also they are given. How
will you consecutive? क्योंकि सबलिस्ट जो हम लोग बना रहे हैं वो कंसेक्यूटिव होनी चाहिए. अगर 1 2 3 है तो 1 2 या 1 2 बन सकती है लिस्ट या 2 3 बन सकती है. But how will you
differentiate between them?
सर अभी मैंने एग्जांपल लिया तो 1 2 3 और अगर हम x में 3 लेंगे तो 1 2 का ही पेयर बनेगा तो जो कंसेक्यूटिव है
1 to 9. If I take 3 and if I take 5, will it return true or false? 1 3 2 9.
false रिटर्न करेगा.
क्यों?
True.
सर क्योंकि z में से अगर हम सर रिकर्सिव प्रोसेस करेंगे तो पहले 5 में से 1 जाएगा, फिर 4 में से 3 जाएगा, लास्ट में तो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा ना. तो z नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, रिटर्न फॉल्स हो जाएगा.
तो ये कैसे आपने गेस किया? दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. हाउ डिड यू गेस दैट?
हाँ सर
काम किया वो ट्राई करो ना. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से यू, कहां पे क्लिक कर रहा है कि ये कंसेक्यूटिव होना चाहिए?
सर एक्चुअली कंसेक्यूटिव तभी होगा जब मतलब मैं बता रहा हूँ. इसमें मतलब कंसेक्यूटिव होने का ये रीजन है कि जो हमने x में एलिमेंट लिया, x में जो भी पॉजिटिव इंटीजर लिया वो लिस्ट के एम्प्टी होने से पहले सेटिस्फाई कर जाए, 0 हो जाए. मतलब सही होता है ना?
नहीं बताया सही ना.
कंसेक्यूटिव वाला बात क्या बताया?
Consecutive, tell me consecutive, where consecutive is playing role? Consecutive is playing a role when this case is being triggered out. If not consecutive, then somewhere it will happen that.
बट सर मतलब एक्चुअली में हाँ वो आप सही कह रहे हो कि अगर z से नीचे चली जाएगी वैल्यू तो मतलब कंसेक्यूटिव हमने पेयर नहीं ले रखा है सब लिस्ट में, वो तो ठीक है। लेकिन एक्चुअली में जो हमसे क्वेश्चन में कहा गया है कि व्हेन विल फेड इनपुट रिटर्न ट्रू, मतलब हमें सिर्फ ट्रू का सिनेरियो लेना है ना, तो मैंने एक्चुअली में ट्रू का सिनेरियो लेके आपको बताया, मैंने फॉल्स सिनेरियो लिया भी नहीं था।
तो ट्रू का सिनेरियो ही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि वो पहला वाला भी तो सही हो सकता है। दिस इज आल्सो सबलिस्ट।
हाँ मतलब हाँ
ओके आपका सही लगा था तुक्का जो भी है, बट इट्स फाइन। तो
तुक्का नहीं एक्चुअली सर मैं मतलब आप जो आप मतलब स्टेटमेंट वाइज बता रहे हो, मतलब एक्चुअली आप एग्जांपल लेके नहीं बता रहे हो, क्योंकि आपका मतलब आपको डेमोंस्ट्रेट ये करना है कि कुछ जरूरी नहीं है हर क्वेश्चन में एग्जांपल लिया जाए, राइट और रॉन्ग, है ना सर?
द केस हियर इज ना, दिस इज मच टफर क्वेश्चन, डोंट वरी, दिस
तो
इज
इसीलिए सर
हाई लेवल।
मतलब हम लोग हमेशा
एग्जाम्पल लेने से एम्बिग्यूइटी आ जाता है तुरंत, उसके बाद आदमी टी मार के आगे बढ़ जाता है। अरे जीरो आया, जीरो का तभी आएगा जब पहला एलिमेंट मैच करेगा।
सर आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन।
यस
सर जब हम फॉर एग्जांपल वी टेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ 1 2 3 4, okay, and the x we take as a very big number, say 15. So it doesn't go to less than 0, it doesn't become equal to 0. What I want to know is जब हम ये फर्स्ट रेस्ट करते करते 3 4 तक आ गए, तो तब भी ये 0 नहीं, लेस देन 0 या 0 नहीं हुआ, तो we again go into one more recursion.
Length will be 0 at the time.
Can I please let me please finish my question, please? So it's 3 4. I've reached 3 4, and then even with 3 4, वो क्योंकि खत्म नहीं हुआ है, तो I go again into the loop. So when I reach 4 3 भी हट गया, अब सिर्फ 4 रह गया। तो जब हम 4 पे रह जाते हैं तो वो पूछ रहा है रेस्ट ऑफ ए लिस्ट एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ए लिस्ट, और आपने बताया था कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ए लिस्ट दैट इट विल नॉट बी डिफाइंड, सो आई गॉट स्टक देयर कि इफ इट इज नॉट डिफाइंड देन हाउ डू आई डू दिस?
व्हेन डिड आई से दैट?
नॉट सॉरी, नॉट फर्स्ट ऑफ या
अरे नहीं आप मेरे को ब्लेम कर रहे हो, रेस्ट ऑफ ए लिस्ट इज आल्सो
अच्छा, इट इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ए लिस्ट विल बी डिफाइंड एंड रेस्ट विल बी ब्लैंक लिस्ट, राइट?
हाँ यस मैम करेक्ट। अगर 4 अगर लास्ट एलिमेंट है लिस्ट में तो फर्स्ट ऑफ लिस्ट
विल बी 4,
फर्स्ट और लास्ट डिफाइंड है इसमें,
फर्स्ट और लास्ट डिफाइंड रहेगा लेकिन रेस्ट नहीं डिफाइंड रहेगा, रेस्ट डिफाइंड रहेगा, एम्प्टी हो जाएगा, एम्प्टी हो जाएगा।
Okay, I got confused. I'm so sorry.
And first will be like not anything. It's not list. It is element A.
No, I meant element only. But what I was, I thought it would not pick an element. Okay, so it will give 4. First of A list will give 4, and the rest of A list will be an empty list. So then that first condition, if length of A list is equal to 0, is equal to 0, would be satisfied.
Right.
Okay, that I got confused. I'm sorry.
आप मेरे ऊपर झूठा ब्लेम लगा के निकल रहे थे।
नहीं, आप पे कैसे ब्लेम लगा सकते हैं?
This meet is going somewhere else.
तो आप एक एग्जांपल लेके समझा दो।
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, if you take the values like this, like 6 3 1 and the number
before that I say anything, I want to say one thing. Example are meant to give you a clarity about what is actually happening within the procedure, not the result. You have to understand the procedure.
Yes, I have to understand the procedure.
Result.
पर सर हम एग्जांपल के थ्रू भी तो समझ सकते हैं प्रोसीजर।
Most of the
इस केस में एग्जांपल में तो फंस गया था आदमी, डी ऑप्शन मार दे रहा था।
Yes, I.
Sir, even the second option can be failed, no? Like option 2 is the right now. So option 2 can also be nullified if we take the example like 6, 3, 1 and the number to be 4. Consecutive numbers तो x के बराबर दे रहे हैं, like 3 plus 1.
You have to take 10 ना then.
Pardon sir, समझ में नहीं आया।
when the last element is being equal, when the last element being added and giving the correct element, correct result, then it is being filled.
If we take different examples, maybe some of the options might also be correct, no, sir?
So that is the example based question, no? Not.
But
always.
here there is not certain. It's not certain that some of the options might also be correct. It's not certain that only that might be correct. You can take any number of examples. Everybody has.
MSQ में तो सर सब सही हो जाता सर.
Exactly.
MSQ में तो सब सही हो जाता, इसलिए तो MCQ है.
Well, यहाँ पे conditions भी दी हुई है ना.
Misleading भी हो गया इसीलिए.
Yeah, very.
Okay, so we are going to take this A list and X is 9, right?
मतलब 8वां नंबर का क्वेश्चन गलत ही होना.
Okay. Now what will happen? If you take feed input, it will go to this part. Y will be equal to false, right? First, I'm going to tell you this is going to be a like 2 to 3 times running, so I need time to explain. So B list is A list, that is clear. I'm saying I'll have to directly jump here. B list equal to manipulate B list X. Is that right? Till now, whoever has said me to repeat this question. Okay.
Yes.
Now what will happen? Y will be equal to not Y. Do not write Y. It will like.
Sir, one question, sir. 9 सर ए हम तो सब सारा कंपैरिजन एक ही लिस्ट से कर रहे हैं ना सर, तो इसमें 9 तो है नहीं सर ए लिस्ट में. 9 कहाँ से आया?
9 is any X.
That is not required to be in the list.
नहीं.
हाँ भाई, आप X में कोई भी इंटीजर ले सकते हो, बस पॉजिटिव होना.
नहीं, कोई भी एलिमेंट ले सकते हैं आप. You are free to take. So it is sure that neither 9 is less than 0, nor length of A list is 0, and neither Z is 0. Correct? So it will return manipulate of what? 3 will be removed, 4, 7, 3, 5, and 9 minus 3 will be 6. What will be happening? Again, the first if will not be executed, the second if will not be executed, third if return will be executed, then again I'll get manipulate what? 7. So while you are doing this now, you can think that I am reducing some number. So actually in reverse, that is, those are being added and being subtracted from the given Z. Is that right? What am I trying to say? You can say that 9 minus 3 minus 4 is actually equal to 9 minus 3 plus 4. So these are being added and then subtracted. So if I get 0, then sum is equal to 0. That is what the base case looks like. इतने में समझ में आ जाना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से.
Yes sir, now got it.
That is what I told. You don't go to the result, you understand the procedure with the example. Nothing else. If you try to take result, then many of the cases will be true. Here what will happen? I'll get 4, 5, but I'll get what?
Negative.
Negative means what?
It's a return false.
5. And it will return false. Then what will happen? There is a problem that it will come here and say y equal to if block will not be executed, right? This if block will not be executed, right? Is that correct?
Yes sir, but B list will get reduced.
Then B list will get reduced, and then the same procedure will happen again.
Okay sir.
Then it will call again feed input y will be equal to feed input. This time one list will be reduced as 4, 7, 3, 5, and comma, what will be 9 again. So again it will call. That's what I took this example so that you can understand there are what is the purpose of upper procedure. In the earlier example it was not understood. Okay.
सर
Again,
लिस्ट
it will
तो
call-
लिस्ट तो सर 4 5 हो गया था ना सर, तो फिर से पूरा लिस्ट क्यों कॉल हो गया? बी लिस्ट तो रेस्ट ऑफ बी लिस्ट होकर के 4,5 हो गया था सर। अभी आप दोबारा जब लूप में आए तो उसमें सर पूरा लिस्ट क्यों ले ली फिर से?
अच्छा, you are saying that here it is actually got reduced, ना?
पूरा लिस्ट नहीं ले रहे हैं वहां पे, वो एक्चुअली लिस्ट धीरे धीरे कम होता जा रहा है। फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है वो कम होते जा रहा है जब तक वो एम्प्टी लिस्ट।
No, what is trying is
कम होते
talking
होते
about
तो
the
2 एलिमेंट बचा था उसमें अभी, जब y फॉल्स हो गया था।
टू लिस्ट आर डिफरेंट ना
भाई, वो 2 प्रोसीजर अलग अलग है, उसमें कुछ हो रहा है, उसमें कुछ हो रहा है।
No, he's right. Don't do like that. He's right.
अच्छा सर, कॉपी बना लिया था ऊपर में हम लोग, समझ गए सर।
नहीं, वो कॉपी तो फिर गड़बड़ हो गया ना।
एक्चुअली ये सूडो कोड जो है ये बहुत वास्ट है।
Yeah. Same thing should have been happened here also. Again, one copy should be required here also. Okay, so I understood that was a typo. You understood. Let's go to the next. So who asked this about? A list was shrinking out.
I asked, sir.
Yeah, that was right. Okay, so you understand that we are actually missing that point, right?
Yes, sir. Continuation में तो छोटा लिस्ट चला जाएगा उसमें।
It is fine. So you got my point. That should be a line here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I take this and it will come to 9 and it will again called manipulate, right? And now 4 comma it will be again, so 4 is not equal to, length is greater than 0 and z is not less than 0. So 7, 3, 5 and comma 5. Okay. If I say again manipulate, then it will again return minus and I will go to the one less than element. So you understand that I'm not going to get that true, y equal to true. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I hope
-5 आ जाएगा, y true नहीं हो पाएगा।
Correct. So I understood that this it took a lot of time, but we should move now. I hope if you understand, it's okay. Otherwise, you consult your friends. Question number 3, I'm getting many queries, right?
Yes, sir. यही 2 क्वेश्चन गलत हो गए।
Question number 3. What you want to say? The option 1 is also correct?
No, sir. इसमें इन्होंने MSQ लिखा था तो मैं उस चक्कर में कंफ्यूज हो गया, इसलिए मैं 8वें और 11वें लाइन में कंफ्यूज हो गया था। बट एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं, मैं स्टेटमेंट भी नहीं समझ पाया ऊपर का।
वो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट खास करके रिटर्न रिकर्सिव कॉल
एक्चुअली सर इसका रिकर्सिव कॉल एक बार बता दीजिए, उसमें प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी।
रिकर्सिव कॉल में ही प्रॉब्लम है
सर।
बाकी तो समझ में
you understand, you try to understand, this is actually not giving anything else. This is saying rest of init of C list, right?
Middle part देगा सर।
So this will give me middle part.
Yes, sir.
And it will be summed up to here. So init C list of rest. What will happen here? There is a catch here. What was the catch?
इनिशियल का रेस्ट।
Sir, can you take one
पहला
list
एलिमेंट
and
को छोड़
perform the
करके
operation, sir?
Okay. So
और लास्ट एलिमेंट तो छोड़ ही दिया, तो ये बेसिकली पूरा लिस्ट है.
so if I take C list equal to, give me some numbers, please.
सर
5, 4,
क्या
3,
आप
2.
स्टेटमेंट बता सकते हैं?
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll pass C list inside, get a special C list. So I'll directly go to the length of C list is not equal to 2, then return C list. Okay. A is the first of C list and B is the last of C list, and C is the first of
First
rest.
and rest list.
Okay. So C is
C
equal
is the
to,
second element of the list. That is the meaning.
no. C is 4, right?
तो कैसे?
No, sir.
No,
4 तो
it's
A
five now.
हुआ ना 4 सर.
सर 5 हुआ.
First of rest.
5.
अरे भाई पहली बार जब एग्जीक्यूट करोगे तो लास्ट पे नहीं ना जाओगे यार.
सर A B C
Okay.
तीनों वेरिएबल.
Sorry. You are saying that 5, fine.
Yes.
Sir, second element of the.
सर A में 4 होगा.
A4 B8.
A4
B8.
Yeah.
B8, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what will happen here if A is greater than C? So sorry, we have to take that अरे यार आपने वो बताया नहीं.
100 and 0.
हाँ, that's what I'm saying. Where is it is going on? 100 and 0 you have to take now. Is that right? Because we are talking about this only, not that. This is what happened.
Should we start with this list like this?
We have asked to return this. You understand my point? I am talking about this. This is the question.
अच्छा एक्चुअली में सर 100 to 0 जाना है.
100 हम
वो
पहले
पता
ही
नहीं चला. We missed this point.
Okay, so आपने ये मिस कर दिया पॉइंट. मतलब आपने इससे निकालना
Yeah,
चाहिए.
we took some random list. We don't took this exactly like this 100 should be element, 0 should be last element. No, it doesn't understood.
यस सर ये लेट ए लिस्ट से मैं भी नहीं समझ पाया था. यहाँ पे ये स्टेटमेंट में लेट ए लिस्ट जहाँ से शुरू हुआ है क्वेश्चन.
Okay. Then drop this question and
सर यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन समझने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सर.
सर ये स्टेटमेंट आप थोड़ा सा एलैबोरेट कर सकते हैं?
सिटी में क्वेश्चन ही समझने का खेल ही और क्या है.
Can you ask anyone understood really this one? I doubt. Is anyone understood?
I did not understand this question.
अरे इसमें 3 लिस्ट, ये बात तो समझ में आ रहा था कि गेट स्पेशल में 3
नहीं,
लिस्ट
ये
है.
get
फर्स्ट
special-
एलिमेंट
No.
फर्स्ट एलिमेंट 100, लास्ट एलिमेंट
में अलग
0
है,
होना है करके किसी
pseudo
को
code अलग
समझ
है.
में आया?
भाई एक आदमी बोल लो यार.
सर को बोल
नहीं, फर्स्ट एलिमेंट 100, लास्ट एलिमेंट 0 करके किसी को समझ में आया है क्या लेना है करके लिस्ट?
ऐसे रेंज लिख दिया, इसीलिए हो भी सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता टाइप.
No, मैंने सोचा first
procedure
big
matching
number
में नहीं है.
and the last small
How
number.
can you do that?
Wait.
Question and procedure must be in match. In the procedure, it has only been provided C list, and in the question, it has been provided 100 and the 0 been added to the either sides. So I mean, they are not in a match.
तो सी लिस्ट को हम लोग कंसिडर किया कि बी लिस्ट की जगह सी लिस्ट लिख दिया है. इतना तो अंडरस्टूड
भाई
था.
सर को बता लेने दो. सर सेशन ले रहे हैं.
Sir is not there.
मैं यहाँ पे हूँ भाई, क्यों?
सर चुप हो जाते हैं. सर आप बताइए.
नहीं, मुझे क्या डाउट है, मेरा दिमाग ही नहीं चल रही या किसी और को समझ में आया, वो मुझे डाउट है.
संध्या मैम मुझे भी नहीं आया. मैं आपके साथ हूँ.
एक मिनट.
मुझे भी नहीं है संध्या मैम.
संध्या, everyone was in the same boat. किसी को कुछ नहीं समझ आया.
Don't worry.
सर दो बड़े क्वेश्चन गलत हुए मेरे.
Sir, please continue.
Sir, will it be appropriate to say that C list is the B list here?
I want you guys to know. I want to give the answer to Sandhya right now. Why always?
सर पूरे ग्रुप में क्वेश्चन 3 किसी को नहीं समझ में आया। हम लोग के जो ग्रुप है उसमें क्वेश्चन 3 किसी को नहीं समझ।
This Abdullah bin Muhammad, he has even pointed out an error in this question. Okay, and the question he understood and he has given a correct answer. Similarly, this person Nikhil.
No, actually, Abdullah is having programming background.
Yeah, he is a programming genius.
That's why he's very
That's why he is doing.
Arey, we are like new beggars. We are very new. Mine is entirely different. Mine is oil and gas background. I work with pumps and computers. Not even know about programming. Zero background.
Okay, आप हमेशा ऐसा क्यों बोलते हैं? What is the things to know about this? What programming knowledge required here? Get special 100 plus a list plus 0.
वो इंट्यूशन नहीं आता है
सर। समझ में आया ना, किसी को भी नहीं समझ में आया ना, वो मुझे डाउट था।
Skip the question part. That is the problem. We can understand.
That's what I am telling. Yes, it's mistake.
In a better way. That feedback we collect from you.
Sir, please explain.
सर इसका इंटरप्रिटेशन ये सही है कि नहीं कि यहाँ पर जो सी लिस्ट लिया है बेसिकली क्वेश्चन में बी लिस्ट है।
क्वेश्चन में बी लिस्ट मींस
rest of init C list is equal to
रिटर्न्स
A
बी
list
लिस्ट है ना सर, रिटर्न्स बी लिस्ट है। तो ये जो वो क्वेश्चन में इतना ही मिस्टेक है कि जहाँ पे बी लिस्ट लिखना चाहिए था। प्रोसीड्यूर गेट स्पेशल बी लिस्ट,
A becoming minimum and B becoming maximum here.
What the procedure intention is, A should be the minimum value, okay?
Yes,
and
sir.
B
Yes,
should
sir.
be the maximum value.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
To make it clear, we have taken 100 and 0 already.
Yes, sir.
That was just to let you understand that we have taken 100 and 0 already. But
Okay, sir.
something has happened and you like, okay, if you take 0 and 5 and 4 now, then it should also giving the correct answer if I am not wrong. But okay, let's see what happened. Sandhya ji, एक काम करके देखते क्या होता है, ठीक है? आपने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है.
Yes, please.
The list, if I take, let's see where the mistake you are doing. So 3, 5, 8, 9, and not take in the take that in the random order so that it make more clear. 17, 2, 6, 9. These are the questions which I haven't not seen. Also, we see from the discourse only. And I'm solving.
3 दो बार रिपीट हुआ सर।
हाँ?
3 दो बार रिपीट हो गया लिस्ट में।
So no problem ना, exception की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. I don't need to take anything which is correct ना.
अच्छा।
So I'll get A equal to
3.
What will be B?
9.
C 17.
9 C
17.
17, right?
Yes, sir.
A is greater than C or not? No.
No, sir. So A is equal to C.
क्यों was the condition?
हम लोग
Tell
को
me A
एक
is greater than
Condition
C.
is not
No.
fulfilled.
Not fulfilled. Not A is still A, correct?
Yes.
And B is less than C?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So B is equal to C.
C equal to, okay. So B becomes
C.
तो
17 के जगह हम लोग
A equal to 3 and B equal to
17.
17.
B is less than 17. Okay.
C तो था 17 ना, तो C हो गया वो B.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now what will my return will do? Get list, get special. एक तो 3 हो जाएगा, right?
Yes, sir.
Then
C.
the whole rest of unit of list, correct?
Yes, sir. 17, 3, 6.
17, 3, 6. 17, 3, 6. 9.
Plus 9.
This is where the mistake was.
So 9 क्यों लेंगे?
9 आप ऐड कर रहे हो ना B here.
अच्छा B से लेंगे.
Or B will be 17, right?
Equals to 17, sir.
17. This is where the mistake was, right? You did not understand the mistake. I mean, you compared 17 earlier, and again you will go back, and again you will get A equal to first C list, and B equal to 17 will happen, but C will again be the 17. So 17 is always being compared.
Yes, sir. एक ही चीज को एक ही चीज से comparing कर रहे थे.
This was what the error. But okay, मान लेते कि error
हम लोग को
हटाते हैं,
एरर कैसे समझ में आएगा सर? हम लोग तो समझ रहे हैं कि यही कोड है, यही एग्जीक्यूट होगा.
आपको एरर फाइंड आउट करना है ना
सर. यहाँ पे गेट स्पेशल में ए के जगह पे क्या मैक्सिमम रहना चाहिए और बी के जगह पे क्या मिनिमम रहना चाहिए, बट यहाँ पे जब हम एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे तो हमारा ए क्या हो रहा है मिनिमम हो रहा है और बी क्या हो रहा है मैक्सिमम हो रहा है. तो 0 और 100 करेगा रिटर्न, है उल्टा करेगा, जैसे करना था रिटर्न उसका उल्टा करेगा. और दैट इज कॉल्ड पैरामीटर.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं, वो सही
सर
रिटर्न
इसमें सर जो रिटर्न है, लाइन नंबर 14 में जो एरर है उसमें उसका पता करने का तो एक ही कंडीशन है कि ये रिटर्न हमको बेस केस में लेकर के जा रहा है कि नहीं. इसमें बेस केस तभी पता चलेगा सर जब सी लिस्ट इक्वल टू 2 हो जाएगा.
सी लिस्ट इक्वल टू
का लेंथ 2 हो जाएगा.
हाँ
तभी पता चलेगा.
What was the length of this 5?
Yes, sir.
Again, what is the length?
5. It will remain 5.
So that is what I'm trying to say. It is being compared to the same element. It is not reducing actually.
Yes, sir. It is not reducing.
So again, what was the problem? You have to drop this first element, right?
Yes, sir. उसको drop करते तो फिर reduce होता रहता.
So again, you have to take one rest, right?
Yes, sir.
That
rest
is what,
of rest. Yes, sir.
That was the mistake. Now, if I take you are correct, Sandhya ji.
Yes, sir. बोलिए राहुल जी.
Now I am understanding that is correct. Okay, fine. Then it will be 3, 3, 6, 17, right?
Yes.
What will happen now?
Smallest and largest का वो दे देगा list. उस list का.
A will be again 3.
Yes, sir. B 17.
And B equal to 17. C equal to
3.
3. You come again and A is greater than C or not? No.
Equal to C.
No, equal to C, sir.
Doesn't matter. B is less than C or not?
No.
Yes.
Return करेगा same चीज.
Yes.
Same
B
thing.
less than C.
Only 3 will be यहाँ से 3
remove.
No, sir. No.
आप क्या कहना चाहते हो? आप मेरे से कुछ कह रहे हो या फिर? So get special. Guys, please make sure that I'm not making any mistake because it's too long. Okay. 3 we will remove, right?
Yes, sir.
And 1, 3 will be removed by this whole procedure. And
Yes,
we'll
sir.
left with 6 and
3
17.
and 6. 17.
What will happen?
A is equal to 3, B is equal to 17, and C is equal to 6.
Again, you understand what will happen because 3 is not greater than 6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So C will be removed and 3 and 17 will be left. And that is what you have to find the minimum and the maximum value.
Yes, sir.
So Sandhya ji, ऊपर वाले क्वेश्चन का कोई मतलब नहीं था.
Okay, fine. Now it's good.
Okay, now problem in this question, there is a problem. We don't hide our problems. Okay, we make mistake, we reveal it. The problem is that when you take 2 elements question, if you take a list which is having only 2 elements, right? 100 and 0. You take the element which is 100 and 0 and you pass it through the get specialist. It will say that length of C list is correct. 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Am I
Yes, sir.
right? And it will return C list and it will be 100 and 0. It should be 0 and 100. There is the mistake, base case mistake. Okay.
But don't you execute and check before releasing the questions for the exam?
Yes.
Sir, how is line 14?
There is Sandhya, there is nothing you can check in CT. This is not like Python. You execute and you find everything. You have
नया लैंग्वेज को करना पड़ेगा इसके लिए.
But I didn't understand why you would pass a list of only 2 elements, because are we saying initially the A list, the very first A list that you pass would have only 2 elements?
I understood what you are trying to an empty
Because this is a non-empty list.
हाँ.
And you're adding 100, you're appending 100 at the beginning and appending a 0 at the end. So it can never be of length 2 in the first case.
I'm saying to Sandhya, when you don't take this thing, she's going to ignore this now.
Yeah, but then the one you're saying there's a mistake that it would come to equal to 2 and then return the C list. I don't see how it will happen because the A list will never be empty and you're appending 100 and a 0 to it.
Sandhya is going to take some example where she is not going to append 100 and 0.
Okay, fine.
No, for me, line 14 is wrong. That only I got with sample. What I took like that, I took the sample and line 14 is wrong. I got, but I don't know about these errors.
Sir, can we discuss
found.
absolute value question, sir? Question number 4.
Now this question is clear. Anyone has any doubt here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Clear.
So could you please one time
Sir,
revise?
can you please
one time
once
repeat
again
it?
explain
B
how
is
line
equal to
14 is wrong?
17.
In 14, what happened? I'm saying that I'm taking one list here, one element here, right?
Yes.
And second element here, you understand?
Yes, sir.
And C list is the second element of the list, right?
Yes.
When I come here, A is the same, B is the same, let it be updated. But rest of unit of C list will give something length of L. Okay. Take length of take a list which is of 7 length. Length of list is what?
7.
So length of the list is
7.
length of the list. Sorry. Equal to 7, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
And A is the first element. Okay.
Yes.
B is the last element.
Last element.
And C is the
Second last
rest
element. Second last element.
no, second element.
Second first element.
Yes, sir. Second element. Sorry.
Element, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the rest of
Init C list?
init of list will return is a
First list minus first and last value.
which has length equal to 7 minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What will it be?
5.
5 elements, right?
Yes.
5 elements.
5
Okay.
5
Now come to the point. What will happen in the second, in the third case? That you are talking about the get special return, and you are saying append A plus 5 elements
plus last element.
Right?
Yes, sir. That is B.
Or do not say large because it will be updated now.
Yes, sir. B.
Okay. Now what will happen? Who was asking this question?
Yes, sir. I was.
Oh, whose confusion was it?
Mine, sir. Sridhar.
अरे आपका हो गया अभी कोई पूछ रहा था ना क्यों हम इसमें क्या रंग है
मैंने ही पूछा था सर
Okay, मान लेते हैं Okay, so what the problem is, you will get a list which has the length how much?
7.
7. And what is the base case for you?
Length is equal to 2.
So you will always get 7 element in your list and never will be reduced. You will never get the
okay sir.
So this question is right, na sir?
Question is right, no problem in the question.
Excuse me, sir.
Then what should it have been? Rest of init of rest?
One rest should also be there.
Yeah, so rest init rest, right?
Correct.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, procedure like get special, उसके अंदर parameter जो है C list is the parameter, right? So C list is nothing but a list. List should be provided to the get special. Then only the get special will work, right? But in the question, it has been given get special will work with a list to which 100 and 0 are being added. So this is also contradictory, right?
ऐसा नहीं लिखा हुआ क्वेश्चन में.
No
Question
contradictory.
get special 100 plus a list plus 0.
एग्जाम्पल है वो.
Listen. No, you are saying you take any a list, okay? Fine. And you add two elements, that result will be a list. That is C list.
Okay.
We don't say that you have to take a C list and pass it. You have to take any list, you add 100 before it and 0 after that and pass it. And that is also a list, so I can call it a list. So it is C list.
Okay.
I'm not saying that pass A list directly. Abdullah bin Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
You are here now?
Yes, sir.
You are talking only?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So your question was that I did not read this line. I have read response to the discourse that this will never have two elements in the list, correct?
Yes, sir.
You got point?
Yes, sir. Now I understood.
Okay, so the procedure's fault might be that it returns the incorrect value, but the question in the way it is asked, it is correct, right? Okay. So let's go to the
एब्सोल्यूट वाला क्वेश्चन सर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4.
दो क्वेश्चन के गलत होने से पूरी परसेंटेज ही बिगड़ गई.
अरे
मोरल डाउन हो गया, परसेंटेज बाद में बिगड़ा है.
6 नंबर और 8 नंबर का क्वेश्चन गलत हो गया, बाकी दो नंबर से नंबर बना रहे थे.
हाँ, 2 नंबर
मार्क्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्वेश्चन का सर.
सर हाँ, मतलब जो क्वेश्चन गलत हुआ वही बड़ा नंबर का क्वेश्चन था. 11वें नंबर का क्वेश्चन गलत हुआ और 3rd नंबर क्वेश्चन हुआ 6 और 8.
क्वेश्चन 6 मार्क्स है इस क्वेश्चन का, कैसे आप बोल रहे हो?
सर ये ना पेपर करके मेरा तो सारा कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन हो गया. आई एम जस्ट सो शेकी ना कि
लगा कि उतना दिन कुछ की पढ़ाई नहीं है, ऐसा लगा.
सर सीटी
इसको सर इसको
बहुत क्वेश्चन लगा है.
डालने वाली थी कि मेरे से नहीं हो रहा, मैं छोड़ रही हूँ.
फोर्थ क्वेश्चन तो सबसे ज्यादा टाइम लिया है.
Wait for you should know what is the reason for this. Okay, now you understand that the question is too hard, right? And we also accept that. We are not saying that questions are easy.
Yeah, it was difficult.
Sir, are we going to get this type of question in exam, sir?
And I guarantee you that the paper you see in the end semester
will be tougher or easier, sir, than this.
And if someone won't understand question number 4, na, how many questions are there? 4,
yes,
I think 6 or 7.
4 to 9, 5 questions.
I think this type of making is not good.
Question number.
If someone won't understand this question number 4, 50% of marks they will lose, I think.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 में सर जो इफ एल्स के बाद जो चला ना सर, वो स्टेटमेंट ही नहीं समझ में आ रहा है.
क्वेश्चन नंबर
4 जो है सर, 4 और 5 के लिए जो
पूरा
स्टेटमेंट
लिंक्ड ही है, नीचे पूरा लिंक्ड ही है. 4 से 7, 8, 9 तक है लिंकअप है पूरा.
हाँ, क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आया तो सारा गलत हो जाएगा.
हाँ, जिसी का समझ में नहीं आया तो गया.
हेलो सर. Question
to get this type of question in terms, sir. Can you please?
Question 4 be how
question number 4 and 5 वाला समझा दीजिए सर.
1 minute.
I got answer 1.
Give me one answer, please.
Sir, you did not complete your sentence.
हाँ सर, आपने अपना सेंटेंस कंप्लीट नहीं किया कि एंटम में क्या होगा. सर आप पहले ये कंप्लीट करिए फिर बताइए.
प्लीज एंटम में इतना डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस मत दीजिए प्लीज.
अरे did you not see the paper of last semester?
सर सारे को पेपर लगा रखे, तब भी ये पेपर तो हिला भी नहीं था जल्दी.
सर ऐसा परसेप्शन है लोगों के बीच में.
That is what the level you saw in the question paper na.
पर सर वो तब भी इजी थे. ये वाला पेपर तो मैंने
the level of the Indian semester that will come only.
सर परसेप्शन.
Can I tell one sentence? मुझे लगा था अरे बेकार में इतना डीएफएस ग्राफ ये सब सीखा यार, क्यों सीखा? ऐसा लगा.
मतलब वीक 7 तक सब निपट गया इसमें.
The perception in the amongst student is that IITM is raising its standard day by day. हम लोग को लगा कि हम लोग के लेवल के बाहर चला गया.
सर कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत गिर गया था ये पेपर देने के बाद. एंटम का पेपर अगर ऐसा आ गया तो पक्का होगी बाहर निकलेंगे.
अरे भाई मॉक थोड़ा सा होता है, ऐसा बनाया जाता है ताकि आपको आपका
याद रहे.
ऐसा ना हो कि आप हमें हल्के में लेके निकल जाओ सिटी कोर्स को, ठीक है?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है सर, हल्के में नहीं लिया है, वैसे इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट है लेकिन इतना भी इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं बनाना चाहिए था पेपर कि मतलब मैं पूरे 15 मिनट लगा दिया चौथा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में, 2-3 पन्ना भर गया मेरा कॉपी का। लेकिन
Do you guys understand why
Can you
there
explain
is
question number 4, sir? Can you explain question number 4, sir?
It took 15 to 20 minutes to
फोर्थ क्वेश्चन
understand
वाला
this.
क्वेश्चन सर डिस्कस करें।
Sir, please discuss on question number 4.
Yeah, we will discuss. I want to say, do you guys ever realize that why there is a 3 session per city?
3 session?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
सर प्रोग्रामिंग बैकग्राउंड होने के बावजूद भी ये सब
Condition. We already know your condition, and that's why this is only, we knew that you will ask only mock paper. This is only for mock only, if you ask me literally.
यस, पिछले क्लास में हम लोग को पता लग गया था, जब सब कुछ पढ़ा दिए तो फिर एक एक्स्ट्रा क्लास मौखिक के लिए होगा।
So don't, हमें सब पता है, don't worry about that.
सर आप लोग एंड टर्म में भी लग रहा है हम ध्यान पेपर ही देंगे।
एंड टर्म में आप देखने के बाद मैं पता नहीं क्या बोलोगे, मेरे को समझ
मैं
नहीं आया।
देखने के बाद मैं आपसे बात भी क्या कर पाऊंगा, सेशन ही कहाँ रहेगा।
अरे हम हमेशा
डिस्कोर्स
सर क्लियरली बोल दीजिए ना, काहे को घुमा रहे हैं, जान निकल जाएगी।
Paper will be a little bit easier, little bit or very little, I mean much easier than this.
अरे आपको तो सब इजी रहता है,
हम लोग को टफ हो जाता है
आप तो
सर।
क्वालिफायर 1 में भी, जो क्वालिफायर एग्जाम था सर, उसमें भी आप बोल रहे थे जी
सर।
अरे आप मेरा जैसा 2-3 स्टूडेंट्स को पिकअप करके ना नॉन प्रोग्रामिंग बैकग्राउंड वालों को चेक कर देना, इजी है टफ है, तब पता चलेगा। आपका बीच में आप बनाते हैं, आप ही इजी सोचता है।
Sir, can you explain question number 4, sir?
नहीं इतना जरूरी है, बिकॉज स्टैंडर्ड को मीट करना जरूरी है, नहीं तो अपन मार्केट में नहीं एग्जिस्ट कर पाएंगे एक समय के बाद।
नहीं लेकिन
दिस इज वेरी गुड। आईटी इज मेंटेनिंग अ स्टैंडर्ड,
मेंटेन करे, पर इतना ना करे कि सब कुछ डाउन हो जाए।
नहीं वो बढ़िया है, लेकिन 4 नंबर का क्वेश्चन होता तो समझ में भी आता कि हाँ चलो कोई बात नहीं, गलत हो गया। वो 8 नंबर का क्वेश्चन था।
वही चीज
एक मिनट सूर्या, whatever you are saying,
explain question number 4, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying.
हाँ भाई बता रहे।
So अगर हम क्वेश्चंस के मार्क्स घटाना चालू करेंगे तो नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस बढ़ जाएंगे, जो कि 1.5 घंटे में करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
ये सही बात है सर, क्वेश्चन का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और मार्क्स बहुत सही था, मतलब सारा क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट कर पाया आदमी।
ओके सर, ये भी तो कर सकते हैं, जो बड़ा मतलब जो नंबर बड़े वाले हैं, मतलब नंबर जिसके बड़े हैं वो थोड़ा इजी कर दे, और जो छोटे नंबर वाले हैं वो थोड़ा हार्ड कर दे, ये भी तो कर सकते हैं। पर नंबर बड़े वाले भी हार्ड क्यों करें?
Okay, so you want to pay much money for gold ring and lesser money for diamond, huh?
सही बात है।
Okay, so the procedure get in dictionary A list we are talking about. So as assume the procedure absolute takes an integer as parameter and returns the absolute value. Okay, this is so clear, na? Absolute.
Yes.
Okay, what will happen if I take a list and D is empty dictionary? This is totally understand. This part is also understood.
Copy.
While length B list is greater than 0, because it means I'm going to iterate through the element of list, right?
जब तक B exist करता है तब तक iterate करना है।
B first of a list, so B is the first element. This is how I solve the question, though. You guys, I don't know how this use, how you do solve. I write my language. Okay.
Yes.
So B list is the
rest of the B list. Now B list is rest of B list.
Okay. C in B list. Okay. C in B list means
rest of B list में एक
okay. C in the B list. I'm going to compare here only.
सर ऊपर वाला B नहीं होगा ना सर? ऊपर वाला B नहीं होगा ना, रेस्ट वाला का B हो गया ना, उसके बारे में बात हो रहा है ना। C for each C in B list, तो रेस्ट बचाना जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को कंसीडर करने के बाद सेकंड एलिमेंट। यस सर।
ओके
यस
onwards मतलब लिख सकते हो, लेकिन for simplicity you can write only second element for your understanding purpose. Now what will happen? Not is key DB. Okay, B is when B is not in the dictionary, that's all, right? तो हम लोग B को मैप कर रहे हैं C से, करेक्ट? And this is one element.
Can you repeat, sir? Can you repeat?
When B is not in the dictionary, I'm going to map B as a C.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now it is mapped. So this
मैपिंग कर रहे हैं कि असाइन कर रहे हैं वैल्यू सर? बी की जगह पे सी लिख दे रहे हैं.
in dictionary B map, it is called map now.
सर उसमें असाइन करके वैल्यू चेंज कर रहे हैं कि नहीं सर? की का
वो करेंगे अभी करेंगे. First we are going to map this with C.
की बी को सी वैल्यू दिया.
You can write that assign also, for your simplicity, whatever you can write. I'm saying that I'm going to map B with C, right? So my in dictionary D B there will be a structure like this. So correct?
ओके सर.
Okay, now come.
है ही नहीं, उसको डाल दिया उसमें. असाइन क्या किया?
मैप मतलब असाइन करके मैप कर लो यार.
नहीं समझ गए सर. मैपिंग मतलब कि वो एलिमेंट नहीं था, वो डिक्शनरी में डाल दिया हम लोग.
हाँ, सो ये असाइनिंग भी हो गया हमारा, मैपिंग भी हो गया. मैपिंग फॉर डिक्शनरी.
हाँ, मैपिंग ही होता है डिक्शनरी में तो. यस.
Okay, so what will happen if this is happening? So first element I'm not going to touch, means second element I'm not going to touch, right? I'm doing nothing with second element. I'm just mapping it. I'm just assigning it, whatever you say. Then C becomes third element. What will happen? Okay, it's saying that absolute B minus C, or B minus C means?
Sir, index minus index, मतलब key minus key.
First
element
minus second
element. And
second element.
First element minus
value of first key.
ठीक है? First element minus third element, first element minus second element, right? BB is the second element. This C was second element when it was mapped.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
And which is lesser? It is saying which is lesser to B, right? If I say lesser, then it's absolute. Absolute means if you take a number line, okay, at the number line, if you take B and 2 point,
the metric about y-axis,
which is the near to B is being updated here, right? Did you get my point or not?
Sir, absolute मतलब negative value को positive value देना ना?
हाँ, so positive value मतलब distance होता है. जैसा कि अगर आप x ये है ना, coordinate पे अगर आप ये लोगे तो distance आप निकालते हो ना?
हाँ, उसका मैथ कमजोर है ना?
From here to here you go in the negative direction, right?
Yes.
But if you take a distance, it might be the lesser distance, right?
Okay.
So in the number line, if you take C minus B or C dash minus B and B minus C, this will always be a negative, right? And this will be a negative value, always be a positive value, right? But sign we are ignoring and saying which is lesser, means we are seeing the distance at the number line. So मेरे को इतना तो समझ में आ गया कि B अगर मैं 3 एलिमेंट का लिस्ट लेता हूं, if I take 3 element list A B C, then A will assign to either B or C depending on which is near to A, correct? Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
बहुत शांति है, सबको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
सर जो एल्स के बाद सर एल्स के बाद जो स्टेटमेंट है सर वो बता रहा है कि दूर एलिमेंट कौन सा है, विच एलिमेंट इज फारदर, राइट सर?
चलते हैं फिर से यार, देखते हैं.
सर एल्स पार्ट एक बार रिपीट कीजिए प्लीज.
नहीं अभी एग्जांपल सर ले लेंगे, क्लियर हो जाएगा.
एग्जांपल नहीं, ऐसे बात करते. ठीक है, चलो एक मैं लिस्ट पास कर रहा हूँ.
So in this question, dictionary is also given, list is also given, 10, 25, 10, 40, 50.
So there is a list called a list, right? I have a list, okay, whatever it is, non-empty, so it's a non-empty list, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At the start, B is the first list. So I'm saying that D equal to first element.
B ना sir.
अरे B छोड़ो ना यार.
Sir,
Element
अपना
is assigned to second
थोड़ा
element, right? Okay.
ये क्या हुआ?
Yes.
This is happening. First element is being assigned to second element in the if block when B is not the key.
Yes, sir.
At the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
second, what I'm trying to say. I'm going to check first element.
तब सर लाइन से 2 एलिमेंट हो जाएगा सर, जैसे फर्स्ट एलिमेंट 2 है तो 2 2 हो जाएगा डिक्शनरी में.
C is now third element, right? When else passed will be executed. Am I right or not? यहाँ पे किसी को anyone has problem here? I'm saying when else bar will be executed, C is the third element.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
For each loop execute, when start for each C in B list, then it will be give first element map with first element.
अजय दास, आपका कनेक्शन सही नहीं है. You don't have the right connection, अजय. Okay,
sir,
so
ये third line सही है.
First element minus third element, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm comparing with what?
ये बहुत नहीं सर.
Try to understand what is happening. So third element is what? You can say the current value of C or third element is fine. I will see later. First element minus second element.
Yes, sir.
This is the current value of DB, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is near, I'm assigning it to B, right? So D is equal to first element is assigned to something which is nearest till now.
मतलब सर जो 10 नंबर के बिल्कुल पास में होगा वो वैल्यू असाइन होगा.
तो ये फर्स्ट एलिमेंट जो है उसके पास में जो भी है वो असाइन हो रहा है, राइट? When you come to the fourth element, it will again check to the current value. It will be updated when it has the lesser distance than whatever earlier it was. Did you get my point?
सर एक बात को.
So आप एक एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं ताकि ज्यादा क्लियर हो जाए.
Yes, sir.
नहीं सर.
Give me some number, random number.
10,
5,
25,
10, 15, 25.
अरे तो सीरियल्स हो गया, सबको पता क्या होगा.
6, 3.
9, okay?
Yes.
सर एक और 5 ले लिए. एक और 5 ले लिए.
वो 5 आ जाएगा यार, क्यों प्रॉब्लम ले रहे हो?
सर नीचे वाले लिस्ट में यही हुआ है ना.
बट ये ज्यादा बेस्ट रहेगा ना इसमें समझने में पहले.
ओके ओके चलो.
Okay, so my B will be what? 5.
5.
And C will be
10.
10. D will be
5, 10.
5, 10, right? Come to the.
Hello, sir.
अरे आप
First case.
बोल तो रहे नहीं हो. Now C equal to what?
Hello, sir.
अरे भाई सर को कंप्लीट कर लेने दो यार भाई.
3. I'm taking C 3, correct?
Okay.
What will happen? Tell me. Else part will be executed, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
When else part will be executed, I'll take absolute of 5 minus what?
5 minus 3.
3.
And second is
10. 5 minus 10.
less than
5 minus 2.
10, 10.
5 minus 10, sir.
10. Why 2? Who told 2?
No, sir, sorry. 10,
absolute 5 minus 3 plus 10.
So it will be coming 5 minus 2, 2 less than 5,
5.
right?
Yes, sir. A block executes.
5:3 हो जाएगा.
True, right? This is true or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
True.
sir. A block executes.
True, a block will be executed and we will go to D equal to 5, comma, assigned to 3. Now, what is the next value? C?
6.
3. 3 हो गया क्या? 6 हाँ. Okay. ABS of 5 again. I'll take 5 is always common.
6.
6. नहीं 6 क्यों होगा? अच्छा sorry.
6
ABS of
5 minus 3.
3. 5 minus 3. Again 1 is less than
1 is less than 2.
2.
2. This is also true.
-1.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
अभी तक फीलिंग नहीं आया क्या क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं सर समझ गया.
समझ में आया.
हाँ ऐसा समझ में.
काफी समझ में आ गया.
नहीं वो समझ में ठीक है. फीलिंग नहीं आया अभी तक क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे?
नहीं हाँ समझ गया.
समझ
वो
आ
बिल्कुल नंबर लाइन
मिनिमम वैल्यू आता है.
लास्ट
सर इसमें लिस्ट अपडेट लेकिन नहीं कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्यों.
So because the key is same, which is 5, every time the values is changed, it is overriding.
And nearest value after that value is being assigned.
No, in the particular dictionary, because the key is same, key is 5, so we can't have multiple values in a one key, na?
हाँ क्योंकि हमारा लिस्ट नहीं बना.
सही है. सही है.
So we are actually, because earlier it was 5 was the key of value 3, and now 5 is the key of value 6, so the older value got removed and this got updated.
Yes, it is being updated.
Okay, that's
what after that?
Thank you.
You give me chance to speak.
So
Okay,
मतलब अगर
Yes,
हम
sir.
what will happen?
Continue, sir.
Equal to 9, right?
Yes, sir.
Think it should be updating or not? Think just.
No sir, दूर हो गया वो.
So let's see what happened. ABS equal of 5 minus
5 minus 9.
less than
5 minus 6.
5 minus
6. The
minus
current
6.
value.
Yes, sir.
4 is less than 1, which is
Minus 4, na sir?
Absolute value.
Absolute.
Oh, okay.
false. Then my D will be still 5 and 6. Now tell me what happened. It is taking the first element of the list and mapping to the nearest element to that element, right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
सर मतलब
हाँ बोलिए सूर्या जी.
नहीं आप बता.
So now in the first option, what is it is saying that you take 10 and tell me what is the nearest, right? So you can find that nearest will be 10 because it will be giving 0.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सर टू बी ऑनेस्ट जो आपने अभी ऊपर वो मतलब डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया था कि फर्स्ट एलिमेंट आपका सेकंड एलिमेंट से मैप है और फर्स्ट एलिमेंट थर्ड, वो उस लॉजिक से अगर हम लोग किए होते तो सर ये क्वेश्चन काफी जल्दी हुआ था. मैंने तो पूरी लिस्ट इटरेट कर डाली थी.
Okay.
Sir, either two conditions important. First condition is that excuse me, sir. Yeah, first condition is that like it would be giving the nearest one, and second thing is that it would be giving the nearest one which is occurring after it, right?
Yes.
सर ये लॉजिक हिट कैसे करता है सर माइंड में?
अरे यार मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, आप लोग बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर चुके हो सिर्फ लिस्ट ले लेके.
नहीं मतलब जैसे हम लोग भी सॉल्व कर रहे थे तो बट हम लोग में दिमाग में ये नहीं आया कि एल्स पार्ट में एक्चुअली में ये हो रहा है. मुझे तो लगता है ऐसा किसी के दिमाग में नहीं आया होगा एल्स पार्ट में.
करो ना, you always follow your language, not the CT language.
सीटी लैंग्वेज नहीं सर, हाँ जो प्रोसेस ये
सर,
किया
हम
था,
लोग
हम लोग
actually
बोला है
में ना-
कि पहला एलिमेंट बार बार सेम रह जा रहा है, ऐसा प्रोसेस किया हम लोगों ने।
सर मैंने तो डिस्क्रिप्शन ये निकाला था कि अगर एलिमेंट रिपीट होगा तो मतलब वैल्यू सेम हो जाएगी, वरना हमेशा वैल्यू बढ़ ही रहेगी उससे, की से, क्योंकि साथ पूरे इटरेशन में यही हुआ है।
नहीं,
हाँ सर, 23 मैप होगा 23 से, और 5 मैप होगा आपका समथिंग 7 से, और ऐसे करके मतलब की से बड़ी वैल्यू रहेगी
7
उसके।
का किससे मैप होगा फिर?
क्या किसका?
7 किससे मैप होगा?
सर 7 किसी, क्योंकि वो बची नहीं ना लिस्ट आके में, तो वो इटरेट ही नहीं हो सकता, तो फिर तो रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग से मैच वो की वैल्यू हो जाएगी
वो
उसकी।
बचा नहीं
16 किसी से नहीं।
इवन एग्जांपल में नहीं होगा। ओके, नहीं आप गलत बोल रहे हो ना। 5 किससे मैप होगा?
7।
5 will map with 7, right?
Yes.
And 20 will map with 40. Then 40 will map with
20 will map with 23.
23. Then 23 will map with
हेलो सर।
मतलब मुझे बस यही पूछना है सर, वो आपके लॉजिक आपको हिट कैसे करता है दिमाग में, हम लोग को
बताया तो मैं वहां पे। मेरे को जब आप लिखोगे कि ये फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है, ये आप लोग सी बी फॉलो करते हो बस। यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट इज द रियल मीनिंग ऑफ दिस वेरिएबल ना। वेरिएबल इज जस्ट टू टेल यू दैट इटरेशन हाउ हैपेंड। नाउ
मतलब सर हम लोग अगर क्वेश्चन में मतलब एग्जांपल लेना छोड़ दें, मतलब सिर्फ लॉजिकली सोचें, तो शायद हम लोग आंसर फास्ट निकाल सकें, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन करने से पहले मैं एग्जांपल जरूर ले लेता हूँ।
नहीं, कभी कभी क्या होता है कि आप जब समटाइम्स यू सॉल्व अ क्वेश्चन, ओके राइट, then you think that I should take an example and do it, right? That is also that taking example is important when you think that I'm not getting the procedure. When you are not getting, for example, if
बट
you
सर
not
जैसे इसमें तो सर इन लोगों ने, अच्छा सॉरी बोलिए।
whenever you think that I'm not able to understand this procedure or this sequence of the steps, then you take example. Take a simple example and always write on the paper. Don't think in the mind always. Keep small writing.
मुझे ना यही लगता है, कंप्यूटर जैसा ब्रेन बंद कर दो, जैसा कोड एग्जीक्यूट कर दो स्टेप बाय स्टेप। ब्रेन काम मत करना है, ब्रेन को नहीं चलाना।
अरे बाप रे बाप, ब्रेन नहीं चलाओगे?
नहीं सर,
तो कंप्यूटर जैसा ही लिस्ट लेके लिखेगा तो ये आराम से आ जाता है।
नहीं सर, जैसे इन लोगों ने इस वाले क्वेश्चन में हमें एक प्रॉपर लिस्ट दे रखी है, और मतलब अमन हर बच्चे ने यही किया होगा कि इस लिस्ट को इटरेट किया होगा, बट सर आपने नहीं किया, आपने एग्जांपल भी नहीं लिया, आपने नॉर्मल उसको थिंक किया, फिर उसके बाद कोई ऐसा रैंडम आर्बिट्री एग्जांपल लिया, ये एग्जांपल भी नहीं लिया आपने जो दे रखा है।
अरे तो ये एग्जांपल आपका क्वेश्चन आसान करने के लिए होगा, ताकि आपको सोचना कम पड़े और ज्यादा।
बट सर आपने तो उसको उस तरह से नहीं किया ना, आपने तो सोचा कि लॉजिकली क्या हो रहा है, बट हम लोग तो घुस गए कि हाँ भैया जो दे रखा उसी को कर दो।
अरे तो मैं दो टर्म से सीटी पढ़ा रहा हूँ यार, मेरे में आप बेहतर है थोड़ा, ठीक है?
But this list na, this hint is very helpful. If you won't give this list, it will be very difficult to solve this.
Yes, that's what the motto here. If you would have processed this list now, you would have got all the
questions right.
If you say that length of keys of D, if you get 7, then how can you say this is true, right?
Hello sir, how get 7? Length of I got 1.
आप करो यार, अजय आप करो ना एक बार।
Very bad connection.
You are always taking 2 elements in the. You are always taking 2 elements in the comparison, right?
Yes sir, we always take 2 elements.
This is removing the first element and this is taking 1 element for comparing. तो 2 एलिमेंट तो कंपेयर के लिए हो गया, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर।
तो 2 एलिमेंट तो आप हटा ही दो।
हाँ।
कितने बचते हैं?
7.
7.
Okay. Got it. I got mistake. Okay sir.
Now the problem is if you what was the question here? If you have iterated this example na, you get this answer, right? 10 map to 10, right?
Yes.
हाँ सर, तब तो
I got it.
And 7 is the length. Then obviously this is a free fund marks that is telling that length of a list is length of keys of D, which is always false because you have got it. Then it is saying DA is not equal to A. You must have got 5 is mapped to 7 if you have processed that. Then it is saying if there exists A in A list such that DA is A, okay? then A occurs more than once in list. No, I mean,
Yes.
A occurs more than one. What is that? DA. Okay. So A is mapped to A, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if A is mapped to A, then obviously there should be 2 times.
Yes, sir.
This was a little bit trickier question only. These 3 questions were given for free fund marks. Okay. I hope that mocks is clear now, and I'm
Sir, one question left for you.
much
Second
easier.
last. Sorry, sir. Second last question. Yeah, this one.
Second last. This
Yeah,
yes.
sir, this is right question, right? I don't have any doubt in this. Is this right question,
Sir,
right?
something you told, no? Can you repeat it again?
What much easier? What was much easier?
In term paper will be much easier than this. If you have got 30 or 40%
that's a relief.
paper, then you will be getting 60 to 70% in the real paper.
Really, sir?
Thank you.
If we score 70% here, then we can expect 100 there.
100 तो हम देना ही नहीं चाहते.
अरे 100 तो कभी नहीं होगा ना.
सिटी में नहीं मिलेगा 100.
ऐसा नहीं है. होना तो नहीं होगा.
सिटी में नहीं मिलेगा, कभी नहीं मिलेगा.
कुछ 2 पे हुआ है मेरा.
किसी में भी 100 तो क्वेश्चन पेपर से ऐसा बनाता है. 100 तो एक्सट्रीम ओवर टैलेंटेड होगा तो ही बनाता.
You are a good, I mean, very good student. It's a good thing that if you got 100, but we really don't want anyone to get 100. So if you are getting that, you are able to manage the time and the.
सर इसीलिए तो कॉन्फिडेंस घुस गया, मेरा बेकार हो गया कि सर इतना बेकार किया मेरा.
Ups and downs are the process of life.
Sir, I just want to know this procedure is right. That's it. I have solved it. But
yeah,
some,
right.
Okay. Some student told on that you answered her that this procedure is mistake or something like that. That's why I was confused.
No. I answered about this. I did not care about that. This was the Abdullah's question. Number 3.
Okay.
He was saying that this will fail for the C list. It has 2 elements only. But someone told me that we are not taking any empty list. So I mean, I understood that this question most of you not got. There might be a paragraph problem. We should be taking care of this. Okay? We actually appreciate for your response. So we always take care of that. So please feel free to tell that. Okay. So I hope that this session, mock session, is most of the question clear to you, right?
So what will be the weightage for end term exam from week 1 to 9?
Will it not be partiality if I reveal here to other students who had not joined the?
Okay, a little bit of.
Sir, we will disclose it in groups.
86 students तो हैं सही.
So the percentage is 1 to 900%.
स्ट्रीमिंग बंद कर के बाद बताइए. लास्ट में स्ट्रीमिंग बंद कर दीजिए.
हाँ, ये लॉजिक सही कहा मैम ने.
First 4 weeks is very comparatively easy. First 4 weeks is comparatively easy. Then जब list and dictionary आता है तो थोड़ा सा difficult होता है.
फर्स्ट 4 वीक से आएगा भी नहीं कुछ, मुझे नहीं लगता.
नहीं आएगा.
वो आएगा ही नहीं क्योंकि लिस्ट और डिक्शनरी इतने इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो उन्हीं में से क्वेश्चन बनाएंगे सबसे ज्यादा.
ये ऐसा सिलेबस है जिसमें जो लास्ट वीक नहीं पढ़ा वो इतना खतरा में कुछ नहीं है. मतलब
मुझे इतना पता है.
The current week is very much dependent upon the previous week.
Rahul sir,
no, wrong news, please. Don't spread the wrong news. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Week 9 से क्वेश्चन नहीं आने वाला है.
ना week 9 है, week 8 तक आया तो week 7 नहीं आता तो week 8 वो grab क्या करेगा?
फिर भी आप गेन कर सकते हो अच्छा खासा मार्क. डोंट वरी. मतलब अभी एकदम ही नहीं आता वो अलग चीज है ना, कुछ तो आता होगा ना. और पेपर इज नॉट मेंट फॉर ओनली टॉपर्स, इट इज मेंट फॉर एवरेज.
सर इसमें ना रिकर्सिव बहुत ज्यादा थे.
आई अंडरस्टूड योर प्रॉब्लम एंड रिकर्सिव उतना रहेगा भी नहीं क्योंकि सिर्फ वीक 9 में है ना वो.
हाँ यस सर.
सर इसमें बहुत थे, काफी टफ हो जाता है.
सर ग्राफ वाला भी नहीं आया. ग्राफ तो 8 में भी था.
There might be some question. Don't.
Sir, I have one question.
No sir. Sir, मैट्रिक्स क्वेश्चन नहीं आया इसमें, मैट्रिक्स बनाने कुछ भी नहीं आया।
हाँ सर
एग्जाम
मैट्रिक्स
आएगा, एग्जाम में आएगा 100%।
हाँ एग्जाम में आएगा, हम कुछ हम इस बार एंटर की बात करें।
मैट्रिक्स इज मच इजियर, मैट्रिक्स में क्वेश्चन ही नहीं बनते हैं।
हाँ मैट्रिक्स है तो आता है, बात है।
अगर सही से क्वेश्चन बता दिया जाए तो बहुत टफ हो जाएगा, इसलिए वो थोड़े कम क्वेश्चन होते हैं, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट।
वो उसका 0 1 के जगह पे वैल्यू असाइन होने लगता है, लिस्ट बनने लगता है ना, तो फिर दिमाग खराब हो जाता है मैट्रिसेस में।
नहीं वो डीएसए में अच्छा होगा मैट्रिक्स, डीएसए में जब डीएसए पढ़ाया जाएगा।
Excuse me, sir.
DFS questions
Sir.
are really good to score marks.
तो डिक्शनरी जब से पढ़ाई स्टार्ट होता है, लिस्ट डिक्शनरी, वो डीएसए स्टार्ट हो गया।
तो DFS एंड BFS का वेटेज कितना होगा एग्जाम में?
BFS एक भी नहीं होगा, BFS एक भी नहीं है, BFS is not in the course, please.
Okay, so yes,
Only
sir,
DFS
sorry,
is
sir,
in the course.
DFS only.
क्वेश्चंस लेकिन सर हम लोग का इसमें था प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन में सर, बीएफएस का भी क्वेश्चन था।
यस सर, एक्टिविटी में भी था एक क्वेश्चन,
वो
एंड
एक्चुअली
प्रैक्टिस में भी था।
One minute. Nupur, what is your question? I really did not understand. No. You asked in the discussion forum also. What this, how to represent 1000?
Sir, like if you have to represent marks 70.75, then we write print in colon quotes 7075. If we have to represent this number 10,000.375 or say 1,000.375, how do we represent?
So what is your question here? I really didn't get. You are talking about a string or you are talking about a float value?
Yes, sir. Float, I believe float.
So float, don't use the inverted comma. Na?
Okay. So, but when we have to represent 70.75, we write 7075. If we have to represent 1000.375, how do we write?
Again, I did not understand. If you write 17.75, huh?
Like, see, yes. Suppose some student got 70 marks and 50. 70.50 is the mark student got. So
Okay.
we write print 7050, and then computer prints 70.50. Now, if my input is
which
I
computer
want to
takes
print
7050 as 17.5?
Sorry, sir.
Which computer takes 7050 as 70.5?
पहले से उसमें डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा फंक्शन फ्लोट में, उसके बाद ना कि डिवाइड करना है 100 से।
Which computer? I don't know. The normal, all computers should work same way, no?
No. Does anyone get his question?
Actually, she is talking about a programming question where we input a number and that number is divided by 100.
No, it's not programming question. Not this actually float. It's float only. Under float section, I have come across this.
CT में float कहाँ है?
Guys, hold on. Let me clear out what she's talking about. She's talking about week 1, where GV sir has mentioned that how we can convert float into integer. If the float marks are, let's say, 70.5, then it's possible to convert it to an integer by multiplying it by 10 or 100 and make it, like what she's saying, 75.50. Then we can convert it to 7550. But that's something is just one way which he explained that there is a way to convert it. That's not the standard way. Okay. In general, if there is a float value as you are mentioning 75.5, then it's better to maintain it that way. So in that case, whenever we create a variable, let's say variable A, and it's in such a case, we will initialize it at 0.0 rather than just 0. All right. Whenever we create integer variable, we initialize with 0.
Yes, go.
Right. So the better way is to initialize it with 0.0. That will indicate, that will tell computer that I want this A variable to be a float. Then you can store whatever value you want. Right. Like you mentioned this, 1000 or 10,000 point. Yeah, 10,000.375 or whatever. Any fractional value you will be able to store in that variable.
So we can multiply by 1,000, 10,000, anything.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Do not consider that whatever sir mentioned in that lecture was just one example. Don't take it as a standard thing. Computer will not do that every time. That just one way he represent one way which he explained that this is possible, but that's not how computers will do it. Computer will differentiate, will keep integers separately and float separately. So do not try to convert each float into integer. If there is a float value, you should store it as it is, as I just explained. Okay. So if it's a 10,000.375, please keep it as it is. Do not convert it to integer.
All right,
Okay.
sir.
Sir,
One
हम
small
लोग
doubt.
exam में क्या
Yeah, Nupur. Yeah, Surya, I will come to you.
What is the difference between algorithm and pseudocode?
Okay. So algorithm is a general, it's a solution to a problem. Okay. But that solution can be represented in multiple ways. All right. One way of representation is pseudocode. Another way of representation is flowchart. Third representation is the procedure. You remember week 1, we had those English statements, step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a procedure. Then we introduce something called as flowchart. Then we introduce something called as pseudocode. All these three things are three different variations, three different representations of an algorithm. An algorithm is a solution for some problem.
Sir, then I came across one question. I was revising week 1 itself. So in that it was exactly like pseudocode, but in the answer it was no. Then guys, 2 people in the Telegram group, they said it is not pseudocode, it is algorithm, but each and every step was same as pseudocode.
I don't know about, I won't comment on that Telegram group. That's not an official group. So I'm not responsible for whatever misconception is happening in that group. But I mean, whatever I just explained, right? Have you understood that part?
Yes, I understood that part.
Then that is correct. If you have any specific doubt related to some activity question where this is the issue, let me know. Then we will tell you why that is pseudocode or why it's not a pseudocode. Can you tell me where what the number of that activity question?
Yeah. Activity question 2.9. Question number 1.
1 minute. 2.9 question number
1.
Yeah, it's not a pseudocode. It's a procedure, right? That's what I was talking about. It's a simple procedure where all English statements are there.
But it looks like pseudocode.
No, that is the point. That's what I'm telling you. This is whatever Rahul has shared just now. It's a pseudocode. Try to understand. See, this is a basic English statement. We are just saying start, initialize, count to 0. Do we do this like pseudocode? In pseudocode, what we do? Count is equal to 0. Right? That's a statement which computer understands. But initialize, count to 0. It's a plain English statement. Do you understand this differentiation?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So if there is this English statements like then it's called a procedure. And if it's a pseudocode, then whatever you have seen from week 1, week 2 onwards, right? Where everything looks like a code. That's a pseudocode. Okay. It's a subtle difference, but that's the difference. Yeah.
So, sir, I have one confusion in quiz 2, question number 10.
Okay, 1 minute, Tamal.
Yes.
Yeah, I will take that.
Quiz 2.
Question number 10. Matrix का था एक library.
Okay.
तो सर ये एक्चुअली में pseudocode नहीं है ये क्वेश्चन.
Quiz 2 question number 10 means where did you see quiz 2?
सर हमने जो एग्जाम दिया था 13 को वो वाला है.
So this was here you download from here.
हाँ sir.
Okay, so it will help you to find the correct number actually. Question
हाँ sir, पहला वाला ही से खोली.
So I just read the chat. Even after end-term exam, you will be able to access the content of CT course. Okay, the courses which you have completed, you will have access to those courses. So don't worry, as somebody was
Sir,
asking.
ये वाला sir.
We tend to.
हाँ, sir.
It is not the case with all subjects, na sir. Some subjects, some subjects open and some subjects don't open.
No, if it's not opening, you should write to support team. Ideally, that it should be accessible. Okay. So if it is not, if that's not the case, I mean, if you are unable to access some specific course, please let the support team know. They should sort that out. Okay.
Okay,
Ideally,
sir,
you should have access to all the previous course which you have successfully completed.
Yes, sir, because the theory of graphs was discussed in Maths 1 and it is also helpful in CT.
Okay.
So,
So if that access is not there, please let the support team know. They will sort it out. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Tamal, what is your doubt here? It was actually explained in the session which I took.
Yes, sir. I have one doubt in one line, sir, actually.
Okay, tell me.
Please, sir, go. Yes, sir. Here, sir, if I greater than j, उसके नीचे वाला जो है m I j equal to 1 and m j I equal to 1, सर दोनों एक साथ 1 तो नहीं हो सकता है सर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बोला गया है कि I j जब I से ग्रेटर होगा तभी मतलब हम वैल्यू मतलब 0 से वैल्यू 1 अपडेट करेंगे। तो अगर m I j 1 होता है, मतलब सोचिए कि m 25 I equal to 2 and j equal to 5 1 होता है, तब m नेक्स्ट वाला 5 m 5 2 तो 1 नहीं हो सकता है ना, क्योंकि तब तो मतलब 5 तो बड़ा है। तो
no 5 नहीं हो सकता है, क्या मतलब आपका? What does it mean? It is actually storing the common authors, right?
Yes, sir.
If one has written a book with 5, then 5 should keep 1, right?
Right, sir.
It is also right that 5 has written a book with 1 also. Correct?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
It should also be 1.
But sir, here it is written that if I greater than j and that
I smaller than j.
I less than j, na?
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. I less than j. That thing you also should consider then.
Yeah. So when I less than j का मतलब क्या होता है? You should understand why. What does it mean by I less than j? When I will be less than j? Can you tell me?
I less than j means the
lower triangular matrix.
Yes. So this is actually I less than j means this is the upper triangle matrix will be.
It will be, sir. It will be, sir. Updated. Only this part will be updated.
But this is a symmetric matrix example. Okay.
Right, sir.
So when you are updating this, you should update this to make that in one go. This has been used. Otherwise, there is no problem. You can also write if I is not equal to j, I j equal to.
So yes, sir. I thought, sir, only sir the right side triangle will be updated and the left side triangle will be like only zero value.
So this will increase the number of iterations. You understand?
Yes, sir.
This once you go I less than j, then you will update this and similarly this also. But if you not write like this, you can write I is not equal to j, right? So it will leave this one only, but update here, and this here also. But it will take, it will come here and not go back. That's all. So iteration will be, the processing will be a little bit, I mean, more processing.
Time taking.
Sir, so if we omit that line m j equal to 1, will it still it will work, right?
So you have to, if you can remove it and you can write here I not equal to j. Both you have to do.
So this is already there, na? Because I less than equal to j means I not equal to j.
So then you will update only this part, not this. This part will be left.
Yes.
But you know that if I is with j means j is also with I.
Obviously, that is true.
So that is what it is being explained.
मतलब I j के साथ book लिखा है तो book j भी I के साथ book लिखा है. That is fine.
Correct. Okay, so guys, we just every all the instructors are here. I'm just to say you final good and bye bye. We cannot say goodbye because we'll see in next course. Maybe you can see other instructors also. So
excuse me.
You are all here. You are all here.
We all are here. Deepak here. Can we switch on the video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes. So you can see me, Rahul here.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi,
sir.
Hello, sir.
And Deepak, where are you?
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
How are you guys?
Doing not
Little
that good.
Oh, don't worry. You will make good.
Oh, I
will
think
do
we
very
only
good
have
in
Omkar Joshi sir in next courses because it's already written in stack line
सर
PT,
हम लोग
Python, and then
बाकी सारों को
PT.
देख लेते थे, ओमकार सर बहुत रेयरली वीडियो ऑन करते थे.
Yeah.
Revision session में तो किया ही था, sir.
My
हम
network
काल
bandwidth is a bit it's a bit bad. That's why
बट सर
I say one.
हम लोगों ने आपको क्वालिफायर से पहले सेशन में देखा था.
Okay.
वही लास्ट.
Okay.
Okay,
Qualify के
so
पहले जो on demand session था उसमें.
what did you say, Manan?
Sir, Omkar Joshi sir was in on demand session in before qualifier exams.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it was one of the sessions I attended in the qualifier session.
Sir, you people are all doing such a good job. I mean,
think
we're
you
really
all should.
grateful to you.
I think
You
you all should switch on your videos so that it is
Well,
fine.
if you guys are comfortable with your video, you can switch on. It's fine.
No, it's not mandatory.
Thank
It's
you.
Yeah,
optional.
it's
If
not a
you are
mandatory, but
interested, you can.
Who
We
is
also
Omkar
get
sir?
to.
Okay, so if you have any complaint or something else to share with us.
Sir, it was really insightful sessions. We
No,
shall
sir, I don't have any
all of you.
complaint. We are
Sir,
We are
Sir,
really grateful from
complete nothing.
सर कंप्लेन यही है कि सर बड़े नंबर के क्वेश्चन ना गलत
One
करवाएगा.
by one, we'll call the name. Tamal.
सर कंप्लेन यही है कि बड़े नंबर के क्वेश्चन ना गलत करवाएगा. क्वेश्चन 2 में जैसे 6 और 8 नंबर का क्वेश्चन मेरा चला गया ना.
वो तो हमारे हाथ में नहीं है ना.
So IIT has invited us for an annual meet in May 2021 and 22nd. So will you guys be there?
Deepak will be there for sure. I won't be there. Rahul, I'm not sure.
Okay, so you are coming here. I mean, Manan.
Yes, sir. We were wishing if IIT hasn't released much details about what will be the ticket cost and what will kind of the event will be there. But I will really want to
So
come
you all
there.
guys know how it will be. I mean to say, what type of events will be there.
No, it's not. I mean, to be honest, it's not announced because it's
not
not yet
audible, just-
finalized. So many things are still under. I mean, they're finalizing it. So as soon as they finalize it, they will announce it. And see one more thing. Don't worry too much. I mean, in case if you miss this chance, right, there will be chance to come to campus and attend these events mostly 3 times per year. Okay. After every term, there we are planning to arrange something similar after every term. So in case if you miss this May terms thing, you will get a chance again in next 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
don't
would
worry
really
too
like to
much
meet
about that.
Madhavan Mukund, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, I would really love to meet Madhavan, sir.
Right.
Yeah. I think
I'm
whenever,
also, sir.
yeah. So whenever that event happens, Madhavan sir used to come. So
Yeah,
we come to
last
campus.
times even he was there, right?
Yeah,
Because
So
I think he is now director of Chennai Mathematical Institute. So
Yes,
I think
correct.
it would
Correct,
be,
he is.
yes,
Yeah,
sir. So I think it would be very hard to meet him.
Right.
No. But obviously, he can give time to his students. No, so
Yes,
he would love to be here.
Because being a
Will
director
we
is a
have
super
any
busy
kind of
thing to be.
sessions with Madhavan sir?
What kind of session you want, Silpa?
I mean, any lecture, guest
Just like
lecture.
so, there are some special
Session
revision
may not be
sessions by
there, but
Usha ma'am.
as Manan was saying, right? If such events are there, he will be happy to join those. So he will be there if some such activity happens, and if you come to campus, then there is a chance of meeting him. But otherwise, usually he do not conduct any live sessions or any live interactions as such because of his very busy schedule.
Yes.
Rahul sir,
Yes, Silpa. Silpa or
नहीं
Nupur?
नुपुर
सर नुपुर
ये ऑथर्स वाला सूडो कोड नहीं बना था ये लास्ट डाउट दिस ऑथर वन
आपको बताना है वो डाउट.
वो पूरा प्रोग्राम ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा था वो m is equal to create matrix n comma n wait my charger has gone I will connect quiz 2
Okay, अभी बताते हैं उसको, ठीक है. So,
सर बाकी आप तीनों सरों में से आगे जाके कौन से कोर्सों में आप लोग पीओडी बनेंगे सर? जैसे अभी ओमकार सर तो पाइथन में रहेंगे, आप
नॉट नेसेसरी कि मैं रहूंगा.
आपके नाम के आगे तो लिखा है ना सर.
आपने तो सारा पाइथन रिकॉर्ड करा है.
हाँ, नाम के आगे लिखा है आई वर्कड ऑन पाइथन. आई मीन आई हैव डन हाफ ऑफ पाइथन रिकॉर्डिंग. PDSA में भी मैं था. You will find some of my tutorials in PDSA, some mini lectures and tutorials in Python. You will see that, but I will keep changing. So it's not like we'll be there in one specific course.
Yeah, Rahul sir was teaching maths 1 as well.
Yeah, Rahul was there in maths. Deepak was also there in maths. This time Deepak was there in maths also. So we will keep switching all this.
Logarithmic function and all. Graphing.
Which video?
Maths, not computer.
Week 12.
Okay, whose video? Deepak's video.
No, sir, your video. Deepak sir.
With Vicky sir.
ओके विक्की सर के साथ जो एक
ग्राफिंग का
रिवीजन वीडियो.
हाँ मैंने देखा.
That was really awesome.
Okay guys, I think we are okay to finish the session. One question from Nupur only. Any other question or any complaint?
Yes, before that,
no sir, no complaint.
We would love to hear complaints or any suggestions, any reviews.
No sir, no sir.
No complaint sir, कुछ नहीं है.
No complaints sir.
No complaint.
सर आप लोग ना ऑप्शंस बहुत क्लोज वाली रखते हो, बहुत मुश्किल होती है सिलेक्ट
करना. पूरा कोड समझ में आया तो
जब से हम लोग ने ये बताया कि सर 4 ऑप्शन में से 2 ऑप्शन तो वैसे ही हट जाते हैं, अब तो वो 2 ऑप्शन भी ट्रिकी हो गए, उनको भी छांटना मुश्किल है.
Yes, true. I am also facing the same issue. 2 को तो इजीली निकाल सकता है, बाकी 2 में
तो वो भी नहीं निकलते.
चलता है कौन सा है. True.
Fine. From here onwards, we'll ask you to design incorrect options. we'll design only correct option. You design incorrect options.
But I think
doubt है वही बस बचते हैं.
Anyway, Deepak and Omkar, anyway, these city students are facing this mock test was quite difficult.
Okay, so that's good.
That's correct.
That's
इंटर में इससे कम ही आएगा ना.
So
don't worry, end-term exam will be.
I was telling them how much easier will exam term be.
ऑप्शन सही चूज करके भी गलत कर दिया हम लोगों ने.
नहीं राहुल सर, आपसे डर लगती है क्योंकि आपने क्वालिफायर में भी यही बोला था.
हाँ
सर सही बताते हैं.
For sure that in the mock in term. So आप लोग free रहो.
Actually, I want to know really this much toughness is required to learn CT, to know the programming language.
Yes. You as say this is nothing. Once you reach to diploma level, you will know what this is all about.
No. Actually, just what my doubt is it for data science expert to become a data science expert, this much is required, or just know Python and CCPP other courses? That's what my doubt.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Whatever complexity or difficulty which you are facing right now in CT, right? That is just tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
PDSA is gonna be one of the toughest subject in entire degree program.
What is that? Is it to become a data science expert?
Yeah. So that's what you asked, right? Data structure and thing.
That's what I'm asking. To become a data science expert, this much is required, or to know Python and CPP also, this much difficulty is required.
Still, knowing a language is one thing, and effectively using that language to solve a problem is a different thing. And in order to use it effectively, you should get a command on data structures, and that is something which is very important. And it will be difficult, and it is difficult. So, but don't worry, we are here. We'll take you slowly towards that path. Okay, don't get scared of it. Yeah.
Sir, can we switch to AI?
Sorry,
can we switch to AI after this?
भाई पीडीएफ से तो सीख लो.
सर
यार अभी सीटी खत्म कर रहे हो यार, एआई को काफी टाइम है.
लिस्ट का कॉन्सेप्ट जब से स्टार्ट हुआ तब से आई गेस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर स्टार्ट ही हो गया हम लोग.
हेलो सर.
एग्जैक्टली
yes from week 5.
सर पीडीएसए के लिए मैथ का बैकग्राउंड होना जरूरी है?
हेलो, मैथ का बैकग्राउंड पीडीएसए के लिए नहीं.
हाँ तब ठीक है.
मैथ के लिए पीडीएसए के लिए
सीख लूंगा,
लेकिन सारे मशीन लर्निंग कोर्सेज के लिए मैंडेटरी है.
बट सर मैथ में बट उसमें वो जो हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर होते हैं वो एक्चुअली में मैथ प्रोग्रेस तो कर ही देते हैं, मतलब उसमें हमें इतना मैथ जानने की
नहीं. मशीन लर्निंग में लगेगा. मशीन लर्निंग algorithms are, see, machine learning is consist of 3 things. Okay, mathematics, statistics and programming. You need all 3 things in order to learn machine learning.
Sir, machine learning.
Hello sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, Laksha.
Sir, how many questions are there in the anthems?
I don't know. I don't know.
ये मतलब का question है.
You tell. You will get the
this
answer.
mock was reasonable. Only thing I feel is that the difficult questions, if it is of 8 marks or higher, it should be splitted among sub questions, so that we don't lose the entire 8 marks.
Yeah, that is something we have taken care of in interim. You don't worry, you will not see something like 8 mark question in interim. If it's a 8 mark, it will be split into maybe 4+4 or 6+2, something like that, or maybe 3+3+2.
The same like quiz 2. Expecting the same like quiz 2.
Correct. See, there will not be a single question which will have 8 marks. If there is such question, it will be split into subparts. Yes. Okay. That is something I can tell you right now.
सर वीक 10 and 11 में सर वो तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का पार्ट था ना सर?
Week 10 was operating system and week 11 was object oriented programming, or maybe other way. Ulta. Okay, ulta. 10 was object oriented and 11 is operating system.
सर ये मशीन लर्निंग में या फिर डेटा साइंस में ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड का काम है या फिर नॉर्मल जैसे सी का प्रोग्रामिंग है उसका भी जरूरत पड़ता है?
Nowadays almost all programming across any discipline, across any vertical, across any domain, it's object oriented programming. Unless you are dealing with hardware, it will be object oriented programming.
Sir, वो functional programming भी तो होता है ना? Functional, we are not looking into functional programming like we have in Java.
Yeah, please continue.
Like we have in JavaScript, like we do have functional programming paradigm and object oriented paradigm. There are 2 different paradigms. So
correct.
In this course, we are only talking about this object oriented programming paradigm. So is it not important that we should also know that functional programming is also
it's important, but as I was saying, right, going further nowadays, whatever development happens, majorly it is object oriented programming. There is a very small portion where this functional programming is used, and that is only when you are dealing directly with hardwares. Okay, I mean specifically you might have heard something called as driver. Your mouse has a driver, your keyboard will have its own driver, your webcam will have its own driver. All those softwares are written in functional programming languages. But apart from these hardware specific things, rest everything is object oriented programming. That is why we are focusing more on that. And when it comes to data science, it is definitely going to be purely in high level languages which are by default object oriented programming.
Or if you write code for microcontrollers or microprocessors, then you will use
then you will use functional programming, C# or something, assembly level languages, even that level.
सर जैसे क्वाड कॉप्टर हम लोग को डिजाइन करना है तो उसके लिए तो सी का जरूरत पड़ेगा या फिर उस टाइप का का जरूरत पड़ेगा एम्बेडेड सिस्टम डिजाइन में, एम्बेडेड सिस्टम डिजाइन में फॉर एग्जांपल.
Correct, but that's not part of data science, right? This is not a computer science program, right? Or not neither a computer science or an embedded degree. It's a degree specifically for data science.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
I wanted to know how to practice.
Yes,
which
Divya.
platform will be better for practicing
Yes, Divya.
algorithms and data structures?
Sorry, Manan, I missed that.
So I wanted to know which platform would be better for practicing data structures and algorithms.
Which
there are
platform as in?
So like HackerEarth or HackerRank or LeetCode, based on difficulty and creative problems.
Okay, then see, I can't recommend any specific platform, but see, across all platforms, you will find similar kind of questions. Okay, so whichever you are comfortable with, go ahead with it. And even though you don't do that, don't worry. We will make sure that you will get enough exposure to all those platforms as well during the course. So for during like Python and PDSA, we organize some contest on a platform named CodeChef. So you might have heard about. So on that platform,
yes, CodeChef.
So we have a collaboration with them. So we organize some contests in collaboration with them, and which are open for all Python and PDSA students. So that is something which parallelly happens along with our 12 week of content, and you get some extra certificate if you become a come as a if you come in a top 10% in those contests and so on. So that all these things are there as part of our program itself. If you want to do something extra, please go ahead and do. Nobody's stopping you. But even though you don't do it, we will make sure that you will have enough exposure to all that. Okay, just the first thing. It's just the CT course. You are gonna get many things going further. There will be projects. There will be chance to work on various different things.
Any industry-based project will be given for this data science at the end of the.
Yes, I mean there are projects even at diploma level, right? First of all, those projects are there, and even after that, there is an option of completely taking some big project at degree level, which will have its own credit. So for 12 weeks, no content, you just do project, and you will get credits for that project. Even
something like capstone. Something like capstone.
Not exactly, but yeah, something on those lines. That's there on, but that is something which is quite far from now. That will be at degree level, but the projects will start as soon as you start diploma level.
The projects will have to be done alone or in a team.
Okay, so these diploma level courses projects, right? Diploma level courses are alone. At degree level, we haven't finalized how the structure will be, but it's better to do it alone, don't you think?
Yes, sir. Sir, at the degree level, will we get the chance of visiting some industry and complete our projects there and then submit it?
So that's internship, right? Internships are there. As soon as you finish one diploma, you will be eligible to apply for internships.
And we can pursue the course at the same time.
That's great.
Yes, correct.
What's the eligibility criteria for these
to
internships?
complete one diploma first.
You have to finish at least one diploma to be eligible for internships.
Okay,
sir.
I'm looking.
Sir, college will facilitate internships, right, sir? So
I mean, we will get you in contact with industries. You will have to crack their interview. You will have to go through their process, and if you clear that, then it will be offered, right? I mean, we will provide the opportunities. It's up to you to show your skill set and grab that opportunity.
So
I'm looking for your personal advice related to this course. Can I ask?
Related to CT.
This course, data science, this IITM course. Actually, I'm not much interested to become a data science expert because right now I'm 35. So it will take 3 years for this course to finish. Then a lot of freshers are coming. So there is no chance that I can compete to become a data science expert.
Why? Don't think that you're just
let me
35,
finish.
not 85.
Let me finish. So So actually, my aim is to become a data analyst. So it's much relevant to my experience. Is this course really helpful for me to become a business analyst?
Yes, there are two dedicated courses for business. There is one course called BDM, Business Data Management, and then there is one course called Business Analytics. Both these courses are there and
this
diploma.
IITM course. Yeah, okay.
Should we have to take an elective as an elective?
No, these are compulsory courses. Electives will be there only at degree level. At diploma level, there are no electives.
So after Python, do I need to go through all the programming courses also related to data science?
See, if there is an option, right? There are two different diplomas. One is diploma in programming, other diploma is in data science. So if you're not interested in programming diploma, you can skip all those courses which come under diploma in programming. You can go ahead with only those courses which come under data science diploma. But if that's the case, you won't be able to pursue degree, because for degree you should have both diplomas.
Okay,
all this information is there on our website.
That part is not clear for me. Can I skip data science programming and directly go to the another diploma? That's not clear for me.
Yeah, that's clear. You can pursue only one out of two diplomas, which is absolutely fine. You can do that.
Sir, we were just talking about internships and interviews.
दोनों डिप्लोमा चाहिए.
हाँ, डिग्री करने के लिए दोनों डिप्लोमा चाहिए. Correct.
Sir, we were just talking about internships. So the process of internship or an interview, will that be online or we will have to visit the campus?
That depends on companies. So far, I mean, last 2.5 years, everything was online, right?
Yes, sir.
It depends on what company expects. It's not something which, I mean, all these norms comes directly from companies, right? It's not IIT who decides it. It's not just for you, even on-campus students. Whatever company's requirements are, for example, where are you from?
I'm from Aurangabad, Bihar, sir.
Right? You're from Aurangabad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in case the company is over there, then maybe company will ask you to walk into their office. If company is far, and you see, if they hire you as an intern and if they expect you to come to office daily, then they might ask you to come to a company even for interview, right? So it completely depends on the company. It's not something which we decide. And
Sir,
anyways, this is too early to discuss that. You have just finished. You are about to finish one
first year
foundational level course, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to finish at least one diploma. It's quite far from now. We don't know what will be the situation till then. I mean, considering this pandemic and all that.
Sir, one of the major concern. Sir, one last question, sir. One of the major concern with most of the students is that most of us are not conventional students. Like, we are not just continuing after +2 or just degree courses.
Correct.
So oftenly it happens that the companies who are giving a visit to the college for placement or internship, they disqualify students on the basis of number of drops they have. There are number of drops. If the student is not current, they will not consider for interview, or they will not allow for competing. So will that be the case here as well? No, because
here we don't have concept of drops, right? You have flexibility of deciding how many courses to take, correct?
Not that drop, career drop. For example, I'm pursuing a course in mechanical engineering, and now I'm for 3 years I'm pursuing this course.
Right.
So they can say that you are doing nothing for 3 years, or there is a gap for other reason.
Yeah, understood.
So will that be a negative point for us?
Yeah, see, once again, it depends. If some company has a strict policy against this, then we can't do it. But otherwise, I don't think that will be a problem. So see, this program is not a traditional program where these things come into picture, right? If company wants some skill set and if you possess them, then there should not be a problem. I mean, from our side, we will not have any such criterion where we will filter out student based on something like this.
Because this will give edge to the students who have just passed +2 and pursuing this course.
Yeah, absolutely. See, we understand there are many people who even have 10, 15 plus years of experience. So for them, even their packages will be different. The criteria on which their selection will be different. All those factors will be there. So see, whenever any company registers with us for placement, we will ask them that what exactly they are looking for, and what they are ready to compensate against it, and we'll announce that ahead of time to all the students. Based on these all these criterions, you can decide whether to register for that company or not. So for example, if some company is looking only for freshers, then experienced people may not appear for that company, right? That's the point I'm saying. Similarly, in this case, as you're talking about drops, right? I don't think companies will have something like this, but one or two odd companies, if they have some strict policy against it, then we can't do anything about it. Like, because if I mean, some companies might have, but that's very rare, so you don't have to worry too much about it.
Alan Musk already told about that. You are having experience. You are welcomed. Musk had already said that.
Yeah,
the Tesla.
Sir, I have a question. One, you said that you have to pass 2 diplomas to get the degree. I don't understand what diplomas and which years. I mean, after how many terms does that happen?
See, there are 8 courses in foundational level.
Right.
Unless and until you finish. So the first first level is you should finish all these 8 courses in order to clear foundational level. Is that clear? After that, you are eligible for diploma courses. At diploma, there are 10 or 12 courses are there. Okay, there are 12. There are 12 courses in diploma. So you'll have to finish those 12 courses. Then only you are eligible. Then only you are. Sorry.
In what? Diploma in what?
Both.
Programming and data science.
Yes, putting both together, there are 12 courses. For programming, there are 6 courses. For data science, there are 6 courses.
Once so if I clear 6, then I can get at least 1 diploma.
Yes, correct. Not not randomly 6, those specific 6 which come under one diploma.
Of course. Yeah. And one more thing, I'll be very honest, I'm completely from a non-computers and non-programming background. I'm completely new to this. My reason for doing this was more of the love of learning than anything else. Like Sandhya said, I really am not in the race for a job in this, but yes, if it adds value to my current career, then it will be really nice. I just wanted to know from your experience from the earlier batches, how do we people who are from a completely non-computer, non-programming background really do? Do we really go and progress till diploma or degree level?
You will. There are many students who are currently in diploma level who do not have computer science background. This is a concluding session, so let me tell you one more thing. You know Rahul and Deepak, right?
Yes.
None of them is from computer background. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Sir, I know Rahul sir is. I think Rahul sir.
Yeah, Rahul sir has said this before to us.
Yeah. None of them is from computer science background, but still they are teaching. They are instructors for computational thinking, right? So it's not difficult. You just keep doing whatever content which we are sharing, whatever we are asking you to do. You will do fairly enough, against anyone who's. See, they might find it slightly easier as compared to you, but that is.
I want to comment here, Joshi. I want to just a single line comment. Actually, to learn these, age also matters. Because when you are in a flow of learning, it will be easy to learn the new things. Because like me, see, I finished my BTech in 2007 and I worked in oil and gas industry. My association is with industry, pump, compressor, this, that. So I worked with the software guys, but I just insisted them how to create it. I used to explain what is my requirement, and they used to give, I will return, I will take, and
no, ma'am,
the
no,
coordination only. So
that is
learning is really difficult.
Say not necessarily. I mean, up to certain extent, age might be a factor, but as you said, right, 35, I don't think that matters. If it is something 85, then I will accept that it matters. Trust me, there are people who are 70 plus and they are doing good. Recently, there was one comment from one person who is around 75.
Yes.
Yes. So he's saying
75.
Yeah, 75. Okay, I'll tell you his exact comment, okay, and his reason for joining. I'm just reading out what he exactly said, okay. I missed qualifying for IIT in 1963, and it has been rackling ever since. This I feel a golden opportunity for me to prove it, if only to myself, that I can measure up to IIT standards, replacing my old BSc degree certificate with a fresh certificate from IIT Madras. And then he wrote many other things. And currently his CGPA is 7.5.
Maybe after retirement it will be peace, so it's easy to learn.
No, Sandhya, it's not like that. It's not about retirement. It's about our willpower.
Exactly.
It's not
Yeah.
About
If
patient.
you decide to do it, you will do it.
we have to do it means we have. I am 38. I am elder than you. Still,
I am 39.
yeah, we all. Whenever you say age, I feel like
It is not a barrier, Sandhya. Don't worry.
nothing. It
Madhyapalli
doesn't
Jagat, you
matter
are
at all.
47. You can think.
Omkar sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, in this DSC program, is there any course to teach on desktop application development, like Qt?
Application
like
development.
Yeah. Desktop applications like Qt. I mean, desktop applications. Any course is there in BSc program?
Application development course are there. There is application development 1 and application development 2. There are 2 dedicated courses for application development.
I think he's asking about Qt,
I have a question.
quality testing, something like that, or might be he's concerned about that.
Right now, I mean, yeah.
There is a course, no, PyQt 5, or that's a graphical user interface for designing the graphical user interfaces.
For designing graphical representation.
Graphical user interfaces.
Sorry?
GUI programming.
GUI, yeah. So GUI will be there. That's what I'm saying. In this application development, right? There will be front end, as in GUI will be there. There will be back end, and the connection between front end and back end. The end-to-end application development will be there.
REST API there.
Okay.
I have a doubt.
Yes.
Omkar, 1 minute.
Yeah, Rahul.
1 minute. Guys, I mean, whoever wants to leave can leave. I'll discuss one more question from Nupur. That's all. And I think, I mean, people are waiting if they can get something else for exam. But now we will discuss only one question for Nupur's. That is Nupur's question.
Yeah, so guys, listen. See, let's focus right now. Please focus on computational thinking and whatever courses you have registered right now. We have enough time to discuss about, upcoming courses and internships and all these things. We have enough time. We'll have a separate session.
So one last question.
Yes, sir. Please keep this in mind, so that we
Sir, I
have
have
such
a comment
sessions
to
of
make,
interaction
not a
sessions.
question.
After 3rd April, let's have one separate session to discuss what's ahead of what's after this course.
Sir, I have something related to
be there in that
CT
session
only.
Mr.
Sorry?
Joshi, will you 3 will be there? Deepak, sir, Deepak,
Yeah.
you and Rahul, all you 3 will be conducting a session after April 3rd.
Yeah, we can have more instructions, sir. More
No,
computational
after 3rd April, we'll conduct one session where we will address all the general doubts which are not related to CT. First,
Sir,
right
I have
now, let's
something
focus
to.
on it.
Sir, I have something to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've already said the CT end term, so that cannot be changed. What I feel is that in CT, and I don't know if the others share this view, sometimes the wording of the question and the wording of the choices are a little confusing. Even though we know what the pseudocode is doing, it's really difficult to understand. So, for example, in the mock test itself, in the question, it was saying, okay, look how many number of sentences don't have both X and Y. So that could have been interpreted in a number of ways, that they don't have both X and Y, they can have one of X and Y. So maybe it could have been phrased neither X nor Y. So, I mean, these kind of problems I keep facing, that I am not able to interpret what is the meaning of the words in the question itself or in the choices itself.
That is the tricky part. We should not consider the question of CT in a binary. If it is not 0, it is not necessary that it will be 1. That is the tricky part in CT that I have learned.
So if this means if there could be something to be done in terms of the clarity of the question.
Sure, Divya. Sure, Divya.
We should take question on the face value and not otherwise options.
Divya, anything? I mean, I just told you now. We collect your feedbacks. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what we expect from you. We
So
want.
Divya, whatever you just said, right? We will
Yes.
try to improve this for upcoming batch.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it's already we are already
Definitely
done.
will do that.
Yeah, because it becomes very confusing.
Agree. Sometimes even we do not have choice, but wherever possible, we'll try to make it clear so that students will not get it wrong, even though they understood what pseudocode is doing.
So
Yes.
that is,
Sometimes what I feel, are you checking English grammar also in CT? Like that I feel.
Yeah. So that's what we will try to remove this ambiguity so that we will focus only on purely logic rather than grammar.
Not grammar, IQ. They test kind of IQ, that is student IQ or not.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever you call it, but yeah, anything other than logic. Let's put it like that.
And also, I want to
CT में वही trick है question को difficult बनाने का.
Yeah, I also want one more feedback regarding the tutorials. Till week 4, the tutorials were really good. And after that, from week 5, 6, the tutorials were not there.
5 and 6 tutorials are there. In 5, there are 2. In 6, there is 1.
Yeah. But when tutorials were there, it was little bit easier for us to understand.
We thought then, from there onwards, you will be able to take it.
Still, I felt that would be helpful.
Okay.
And one more thing, when it comes to the GA 8 and 9, solutions are not that much explanatory.
Yeah, this
Okay.
little more explanation is required.
GA 8 and 9, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
8 and even 7 also, I felt.
7 video is there, na? It's okay.
Yeah, but still there should be little tutorials would.
For PA, you gave video for week 7, so it's a little comfortable. But especially in GA 8 and 9, there is difficulty to understand.
Okay. 7 was the basis
We'll look into it. We'll look into it, and for coming term, we'll
7 is basis for the 8. So when 7 is not clear, then only we get stuck in 8. So that's
fine. Let's ballpark it. 7, 8, 9. Fine. We'll look into it. So I've already
not for us. We have already crossed that level. So for the
upcoming batch, for the next batch I'm talking about.
Yeah. Did anyone scored centum in CT, sir, till now?
Does anyone
scored full marks? I mean 100.
There are few students who got 100 out of 100 in quiz 1. There are few who got 100 out of 100 in quiz 2.
No,
I don't know whether they are same people or not.
Omkar,
overall question, sir. I mean, overall
overall we haven't processed because we'll do that processing only after intern.
No, not in this batch, sir. Generally, I mean, in the previous.
Previous batches. Yes, there are many.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yes, Rahul, please take.
I mean, no, I just thought if you are talking about quiz and quiz 2, we have students in this session only. So.
Okay.
So I think we should stop this now, and I mean we will conduct a session for your general queries. We can tell you many things where you should practice, what should you do if you are stuck, and what are the ways to learn in the next courses and all. Everything will be cleared. But right now I will say that don't take so much stress because it's exam time. So just study and go for exam. That's all from our side to you. And the paper will be definitely a little bit or much more easier than whatever the mock was. So don't get demotivated. I mean, okay. So I mean, if you have scored well in quiz 1, quiz 2, then you must be getting good marks in end semester also. There is nothing like it will not be a very tough question because it is from week 1 to 9. So there will be a distribution. There might be some gap. There might be more distribution towards some week, but you will get marks. So don't worry about the marks too much. Just keep your study continuous and it will help you. So everyone, best of luck. Have a good night, and we'll discuss one question from Nipur right now. I mean, if Nupur is here, Nupur.
Yes,
So
I'm
we'll end up the session after that.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
So Rahul,
Thank you,
so I
Deepak.
also just leave then. I mean, doing nothing.
Yeah,
else.
Deepak, yeah.
Rahul, you take the question, we'll leave.
Yeah, Deepak and Omkar, thanks for joining.
Okay,
So, yeah,
thank you, sir.
so much,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank you so
much,
much,
sir.
sir.
And
Thank you,
Thank
very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Best
you,
of luck,
everyone.
guys.
All the
Okay.
best for
Thank
exam.
you, sir.
We'll meet after the exam.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Yeah, Rahul, please continue.
Bye, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Nupur, your question was quiz 2 question, right?
Yeah, actually one I thought, but later I thought second one also I will ask a small. But you had dinner?
I'll have after your question.
Okay, mess will not close, right?
I am at home, Nupur. Thanks.
Okay.
Asking.
Okay. So this quiz 2 question where author name and publication years is given, then here M is equal to create matrix n comma n. N is the number of authors. For each I in keys authors, sorry, n
How
is
can
not
you
the
say
number.
that n is the? Let's see where it is written. I mean, there are n. Okay, each author is being assigned a unique index between 0 to n minus n. Yeah, n is the number of authors, right?
Yes. So M is equal to create matrix n comma n. Suppose n over here is 0 and 1, that is 2, n is 2. For each I in keys authors, for each j in key authors. Now here, who is I, who is j?
You just told na 0 and 1 is the author's serial numbers or index.
Okay. So if I is less than j and is common authors I comma authors j. This sentence is not clear to me. So if 0 is less than 1, I is suppose 0 and j is 1, and is common authors I, comma authors j. Then that means they both are common, I and j.
See, what will author's I will be? What is author's I?
Author's I in this example, 0 is Kalam and n minus 1 is Narayanan.
Okay, so you
Kalam
are
sir
saying
and Narayanan.
taking authors 0, 1, right? And authors is a dictionary.
Is a dictionary.
Where
dictionary.
author serial number, suppose 1 is mapped to the year of publications published by the author I, okay? So suppose 2002, 2005, 1995, right? Okay?
Yes.
And similarly, 0 will be mapped to some 1996, 2000 and 2002, right?
Yeah, it's given there. The year.
Author's I will be the list of years of publications done by 0. If I is 0, correct?
Yes.
If j is equal to 1, then list of years of publication done by the author 1.
All
then
right.
Common is giving the common element from the two lists. So it will give 2002 out of both, and it will say that 2002 is a common element. Okay.
All
so
right.
it is saying it will return true. So it will return true. Common will return true. When it return true, then it will become true statement. Okay. Whole. Means
then it will become true statement. Sorry.
When there is a common element between two lists, then common of L1 and L2 will be true, right?
Yes, sir.
So this will be L1 and this will be L2. So common element is 2002. So it's giving true. So this becomes true and I is less than 0. J. This also becomes true, right?
Yes.
True and true is true. Then true and true is true. Then it will come here. So it will say M01 will be 1. So M.
Yes.
01 will be 1, which means if my M is like this, you are taking two authors, So 0, 1, 0, 1. So it will say M01. 01 is 1 here and 101 here. Okay. And this will be 0. So it is trying to find if two authors has published the book in same year. Okay. At least in one same year. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, okay, A is equal to empty dictionary.
Okay.
For each I in rows M, count is equal to 0. For each J in columns M, if M of ij is greater than 0, then count is equal to count plus 1.
Okay.
And count is assigned to A of I.
So when you come to 0, you assign count equal to 0, right? Matrix is already created, right? Hello?
This is not clear, but since now you are saying that starting count will be 0, so I will consider like that.
How? Why you will consider? I mean, you only tell na your matrix create. I just created in front of you.
No,
So
this is fine. After the third, yeah.
You took two authors, right?
Yes, I took 2 authors.
So 2 authors matrix is created here.
Why that second part of question pseudocode is required? What it is doing, the second part?
So that is what I'm trying to tell you. So matrix is created. You understand or not till that?
Yes.
So matrix is created, then for each I means you are going row wise, right? So when you are first row, you are assigning count equal to 0. Okay?
Yes.
And you are going column wise.
Yes.
So whenever you are getting non-zero, that is if not 0, then you are increasing count.
All right. Yes.
So what does it mean?
It is counting.
Finding the number of authors in which
who have published in the same year.
Correct. On mapping to that to I is equal to that number, suppose 2 or 3. So if I has published books in the years where other 3 authors have also published.
Sir, why you have written I is equal to 3? I will get confused.
I map to 3. I can write 5 also.
But there we are not mapping anything to I.
Here mapping na AI equal to count.
Yeah, A of I. Okay.
So
okay, sir.
I will publish with AI authors. That's what happens. Okay.
All right. Got this one. Now, next question is this graph question. Graph 1.
Okay. This is same Nupur. Let me tell you one more thing.
No, not soft drinks one. Yeah, you were saying something. Go ahead.
This could have got, I could have got this by using mij plus. Okay. I am writing when mij is greater than 0. Correct?
Yes.
Means mij is equal to 1. This is the same here, no?
1.
And count equal to count plus 1. If I am writing, I can write mij. It will be either 0 or 1. If it is 1, then will be added to 1. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So same thing happened in the Samira's question. This something. Which question you are talking? This question, huh?
No, graph 1. Edges 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one. In this question, I made first direct matrix, and then I was about to make the indirect matrix, and then it is saying to count all. See, when I make the indirect matrix, I have to count all the ones. Is that what we have to do here?
No.
No, there is some question below. Go there, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you that. What it is trying. So if I equal to 0, take I equal to 0, right? I equal to 0 and j equal to something. Take, you tell me what should I take?
Sir, mine is, I made yes, I is equal to 0, j is equal to 1.
Okay, j is equal to 1, right? So what will happen? For each k in rows of m, so there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rows, right?
Yes.
So for each rows in m, I means I is the row number and k is the column number, right? Because k is after I.
K is after I. Okay. Okay. All right.
So I'll take k equal to 1 and find if ik equal to 1. 1, 1, 0, 1 is 1 or not? Yes. And kj is equal to 1. Kj is what?
What is k?
K is 1 and j is 1. So 1, 1 will be 1 or not?
How you took k is 1?
Because k will vary from 0 to 5. K will vary from 0 to 5.
So you took k is 1.
I took, for example, k is 1.
Yeah. So 0 row and first column again.
Yeah, 0 row, first column. Will it be 1 or 0? Tell me. 1, because there is a age. Okay, so 1, this is 1. This is true, means this is true, right?
Yes.
What about this? 1, 1. M 1, 1. Will be 0 or 1?
Wait, M here 1 is the row and 1 is the column. That is 0.
0. So it will not be executed.
So you take this one. 1, 2. It is 1.
Okay, k equal to 2 you are talking about, no?
Yes.
So k equal to 2, what will happen?
No, not k equal to 2. K equal to 1, j equal to 2.
You are saying to take j equal to 2, na? So it will be 1, right? It will be true?
Yes.
So then it will count 1?
Yes.
So count becomes 1 then?
Then in the question, what it is asking 0, 2?
So 0, 2, if you want to go, then for k equal to 1, it will be true. When k equal to 3 it will be true. So you will get 2 values to reach k using 1 hop. So this is 1 hop. K is being intermediated, na? So it is talking about how many paths are there from 0 to 2, which will use 1 hop or 1 intermediate node.
Wait. This drawing which you drew just now, who is the intermediate? First we took 0, 1 and then we took 1, 2. 1 is the intermediate.
1 is the intermediate.
All right.
And then 3 will be intermediate also. Agle wale mein when k equal to 3.
Yes. Now, then the question, show me the question, sir, please. This one. Yes. Wait. Up only it was there. Little bit up. Yes. What will count something M02 return? So here M02 will 0, 1 and 1, 2. Then it will return 1 in our example.
It will return 2, na? 1 for this when k equal to 1 and 1 for this when k equal to 3.
Okay. So
look, M0,
see,
1
I0
and M1, 2 will be true, correct or not?
Yes.
Then M0, 3 and M 3 to 2 will be correct too, right?
0, 3. 0, 3,
3
and 3, 1. How you
3
wrote
to
this? Sir?
अरे K की value is varying ना from 0 to 5.
हाँ 0 से 0 और 3 and 3 and 3 and what you took 2. 3 and 2 is also 1. हाँ, J is
Any
equal
other it
to
will not be a
2.
case. For other it will not be the case, okay? Because 0, 4 is not there, 0, 5 is not there, 0, 2 is there, but 2 to 2 is not there, right?
Yes.
इसीलिए 2 बार होगा सर, 2 बार काउंट इंक्रीमेंट होगा.
But in my case, actually count 0, 2. Answer is 2, you said.
Yeah.
0, 2. यहाँ पे तो 0, 1, 0, 2 बन गया, वो भी 0, 2 बन गया. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया.
Okay.
Got it, sir.
Thank you, Nupur. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
अरे कोई problem नहीं. No one. Okay. Okay, everyone. I hope this session was helpful and you guys enjoy, have fun.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
It was a nice session for me too, guys.
Thank you, sir.